Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Another episode of the BeBall Jones podcast. I am here, your gracious host, BeBall Jones, two-time DPOY and current overseas pro Nelson Haskin here. Nelly, talk to me, man. What was the biggest thing or storyline that happened to you, or not to you, but like in the NBA that's like hit you? It's like, dang, bro. Out of all the stuff that happened in the NBA offseason, what's the one story that's just like sticks out to you the most?
Well, I mean, it's a couple of them, but the one that sticks out the most probably would be KD to the Rockets, honestly, because we all knew he was leaving Phoenix more than likely with the whole situation they had over there. But he was in trade rumors and stuff at the beginning of the year. I mean, last year, and when the trade deadline was coming up, and now here he is. It's like, okay, well, he going somewhere. And for him to go to the Rockets, I think that was like one of the bigger moves we've seen. And not only that, I feel like this was his like, all right, y'all, this it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like this the last stop. So that was another part of it too, because now I'm like kind of like Bron to the Lakers. Even though when Bron went to the Lakers, he obviously still had room to like go somewhere else. But when Bron re-signed with the Lakers, which he did like last year or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
that was the feeling of like, all right, when this contract up, that's probably it. You know what I mean? So I get that feeling with KD. I'm like, man, this is it. I mean, it was a trade. He wasn't a free agency signing, but still, there's a feeling of like, this probably it for KD, man. He gonna ride it out with the Rockets. They kept Sengun. You know what I mean? Kept Amin Thompson. Got a nice little core, but I think that's probably the one that I was like, all right, bro, let's see what happens. Cause like, KD, one of my favorite players. So I'm looking at him
Mm-hmm.
like it's winding down. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably the biggest one for me.
Hey, you saw him making a documentary? Like he's getting a documentary done about like the last couple years.
Yeah, I seen that too, which is great. And then he was just on for starting five and stuff too, which I haven't finished totally yet at this point in time. But I'm glad, man. I enjoy seeing KD life too because he's such a private person. He don't really show a whole lot of his life. But at the same time, when he does talk, I feel like he's being like real and
Mm-hmm.
genuine. So I definitely enjoy watching more about him or like, just how he get down. You know what I mean? Cause he take basketball so serious. Don't got nothing else. Like, no kids, no family, like immediate family other than his mama, you know. So it's kind of interesting to see like, okay, so what do you be doing? You know what I mean? You just chilling, huh? So
Yeah, yeah.
that's another thing. I'm happy about seeing like more KD at this point.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool to see how this all goes down because we're seeing I don't think we've had like a group of players like this, the big three, of just kind of seeing them all on the same time, just kind of start winding down. And it's like, hey, they could probably go out together. Like I don't think we've ever seen that big or that much of a group be like, man, we had Kobe, but it was just Kobe. It was Jordan, but it was just Jordan. We had D-Wade, but it was just him. It was just Dirk. It was just KG. We didn't have like KG, Timmy, and Dirk all go out together. We didn't have a group be
Yeah.
like, yeah, we probably finna bow right about the same time. Like, no. So it's gonna be special to kind of see how this winds down and see um how they decide to go out. Cause like you said, when KD said I'm going to the Rockets, it was like a little interesting, a little off, cause it ain't like the Rockets were like the ready-made team, just put KD in and they going championship bound. But
They could be though. They were second in the West. They just wasn't ready. You know what I mean? They didn't have the experience and all that. They obviously was young. And the feeling is that all right, we add KD, now we got the experience. You know what I mean? Plus they
yeah,
just got but they did get bounced out by the Warriors, and we didn't think the Warriors was like championship contenders. But
so
they
that's the thing
lost.
though. So like yes, adding him makes you better, but essentially in the West, you're looking at OKC and the Nuggets. Are we better than either of those two teams? It's a question every team has to ask. Are we able to dethrone OKC because they're reigning champs and Jokic, who's going to be MVP again until he stops playing? Basically, that's what the feeling is. And so, can we shoot down one of them two teams? If adding KD doesn't do that, or at least put us in contention to be close enough to that and make one more tweak, and you just lost Fred VanVleet, that's gonna hurt you even more. So
Yeah, but that's the thing with before Fred got hurt, that was for sure. Like
oh
people
yeah.
was talking about they could definitely dethrone one of them, at least beat one of those guys' teams. I mean, because Fred got a championship, KD got a championship. They know what it's about, and Fred is a point guard, he's a leader, he's
Mhm.
solid. Like you can depend on Fred, and then KD is KD. Like don't need to say too much about that. But it was the surrounding cast, the Amin Thompsons, the Alfred Şengün's, the Reed Shepard. This only his second year. The surrounding guys are young. So it's like, okay, we know Şengün's a guy. We know he's gonna be a great player. He's an all-star. We got, Fred VanVleet. We know we can depend on Fred. He's been to a championship, he's won, he knows what it's about. We add KD. I'm like, okay, now we got veteran leadership. So I feel like before Fred was announced hurt, because he got hurt in the offseason as well, before that happened, I definitely think we was all thinking like, oh, they got a chance. You know what I mean? They might be third again, because they were second in the West. You know what I mean? I know we don't always put a bunch of stock in like the the rankings. You know what I mean? Like who
Mhm.
first, second, third, fourth, all that good stuff. We kind of just take the playoff bracket as it is and just be like, all right, well, ain't nobody gonna beat Jokic, or ain't nobody gonna beat Steph Curry, or I don't know who gonna beat the Thunder. You know what I mean? That's kind of how we do. But they were second in the West at the end of the day, so they were a good team. We just didn't think it was their time. The same way we kind of felt about OKC before
Yeah, we
last
did.
year's championship, because we all had that feeling like OKC good. They won 60 games, all that good stuff. But we seen it before. Because it's
Mhm.
like we just seen the really good teams, but like they won a lot of games, but be young and like get to the
The
playoffs and
Grizzlies.
don't got the experience. The Grizzlies, the Atlanta Hawks,
Mhm.
like teams that just have never been there before. We've never seen it, so it's hard to believe before they actually do it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't many people out here like, oh yeah, Thunder winning it all. Most people were still thinking Jokic was gonna find a way to win a championship or get to the finals. Most people was thinking Boston was going to find a way to get to the finals. And I mean, before JT got hurt, they were still down to the Knicks. So it was definitely a feeling like, it's just one of them things. Until we see it, it's hard to believe it. So now it's like with KD, I think they definitely got a chance. Missing out on Fred definitely hurts. That's a big time loss for them in their position, because they don't really have a great point guard other than him.
Mhm.
Now, so we're gonna see though, man. I like the team still, but we're gonna see. I just like you said, them big three, they all declining right around the same time. But still hooping, but it could all end like, and I would not be surprised in the slightest if they all called each other and was like, yeah, this is it for me. I don't know about y'all boys. Cause they all friends.
Mhm.
Like I could definitely see Bron calling up Steph being like, yeah, bro, this is it for me, man. This is my last ride. Same with KD. I can see KD calling Steph and Bron be like, yeah, this is it for me, y'all. So
Yeah.
they,
It would be cool if they kind of did like an announcement together, something like that. Like, hey, this how we finna go out. Now, of course, not hoping this in this sense, because I still want to see more basketball. But if they went out gold medal game and we was like, hey, it's the last ride, that would have been so fire, bro. That would have been
I ain't
crazy.
gonna lie. Like if they did it last year in the Olympics,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, B, I would have cried. I would have cried. I am not like, bro, I didn't cry. I didn't cry when Kobe retired. or KG and them, like, guys like, that's like icons like that. If the three of them would have been like, hey, y'all, this it for us. All three of us, I'd be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. All three, y'all can't do this. I would have been shattered. I was like, no way my whole childhood is retiring right now. So yeah, don't do that, bro. I'm glad they do. Because at least if they announced before the season, I'm like, all right, I got to take it all in. Like, this is it for them. I'm still going to be sad, but I'm like, all right, this is it. If they would have just been like, I just watched the last time, this is the last time I'm going to watch them play and it's over, I would have like been crying. I would have been sick. Because I ain't going to never see y'all play basketball again.
That's funny, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, so
but it
don't
would have
do
been
that,
beautiful
y'all,
because
please.
it would have been so beautiful, bro. So imagine Olympics time
It
come
would have
around,
been, though.
2028, and it's in LA. Come
It
on,
is.
man. So
Bron
Steph,
better not still be playing.
I don't think Bron is. But here's the thing. Say he retires at the end of this year. Does it happen? Probably not. But let's say he retires at the end of this year. You don't think if I'm Grant Hill or whoever else is in charge of it and Spo, because Spo took over for Kerr, hey, Bron, we just need you. It ain't that long. And it's in your hometown, brother. We here. We ain't got to deal with no
You ain't
overseas
got to go
stuff.
nowhere.
We ain't got to go nowhere. We here. It's hometown. It's home turf for you, bro. You already got the house here, kids here, family here. You a family man, right? Why not go out on top with one more gold medal? Steph, you ain't nothing but a little flight away, bro. You just skip and hop you right up here with us. KD, I know Texas is kind of far away, but you got some LA connections. We can make it work, man. This is hometown for us, man. You want to go out together? Let's do it this way. Go out, Steph. You only got one gold medal, bro. Give us one more. Come on, man. So does it happen? Most likely not. By that time, you done got Cooper Flag done grown up, probably in here coming to his own now. Ant-Man probably took over the reins. Whoever else we got at that point. So does it happen? Most likely not, but that's just wishful thinking, man. That'll be the most beautiful retirement possible. Like, who else could say I went out as a gold medalist to finish my NBA career? It's hard to say, man. With my boys too. You feel me? Like, we came in, we revolutionized the game together, and we're going out together, man. So
That would have been
something
hard.
that did something to think about that, bro. So that would have been crazy.
That would have been hard. Like, bro, it would have definitely been like a beautiful thing. But I for sure would be sick. I'd be like, no way this the last time I'm going to watch them.
Yeah.
Like, no, bro. The only way I could go for that, well, no, let me say. I was going to say the only way I would feel okay about that is if, like, they played a season together or something. Like, all of y'all finna go to Golden State. We all finna go to Golden State and play a season together and then be like, all right, this. I'd be so satisfied if that was what happened. Obviously, not. That's highly unlikely. But the Olympics is like, as much as I enjoyed the Olympics, that was only like 5-6 games. So it was amazing because of how short lived it was. Like, that's what makes it so special, because it's like we only got about 6 games to win a gold medal or whatever it is. They played some group phase in games, and then they went into medal rounds, and they had to win like 4 games. So it wasn't a whole lot.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it special. So if they would have just been like, all right, y'all, that's it. Peace. I'd be like, oh, hey. Let's not be rash now. Like, let's think about this, fellas.
Reconsider. Read some literature sure on the subject. You sure?
Who said that?
Andre 3000.
Oh, okay. I was like, I know I heard that before.
Yeah, it's a little throwback, man. But yeah, man. I think Skinny Luka sticks out to me the most, man. I think
Skinny Luka.
I think that's the thing that sticks out to me. Now, I know some people gonna gas it up and be like, "Oh, he's not gonna be as strong and be as physical." Blah blah blah. We don't know what he's gonna look like. No, young Luka was giving everybody hell at that point too.
He
Young
was
Luka was
skinny.
skinny. He was fresh from overseas, living that lifestyle, eating better food than he was over here. And
Probably not.
I mean, in terms of the quality of food, yeah. Over here you're getting fried foods and
But when down there in
sugary
Dallas start
crap.
getting some barbecue,
That's what I'm saying, man. Like you up
probably
here
had never
eating
had nothing like it.
like
But you know what? Ribs. They
And
get
where did it
another
come
round of
from?
that.
Oh, this we don't have pork like this. We got sausage links and stuff like that. We have man, give me some more. Give me another round.
You mean bring on another rack of these?
No boy, eating
I'm
good in the
telling you,
off
bro.
season.
Telling you, bro, it's different. But skinny Luka is definitely a moment, and it's hard to believe that we fat shame Luka into like losing weight. That's really what happened. The internet fat shamed him into getting in shape, and it's crazy because it's like, brother, you know, as an athlete, I'm just being real. I do a lot to try to maintain my shape and stuff. Obviously, I eat right, drink water. I don't drink soda for real, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I done had some teammates, without naming no names or whatever. I done had some teammates that was not doing that, and they were hooping.
Yeah.
And boy, let me tell you, I never corrected them. That's me though. That's me. If you hooping, hey, you do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I care about. But if you not, God help you, because I'm finna say something, and I know what I'm gonna say first. But if you hooping the way Luka Doncic was hooping,
Exactly.
I'm like, hey, bro. Hey, bro. If I'm Nico and the president saying, hey, man, I don't know about Luka and his weight and his habits and stuff like that, I'm going to say, Mr. President, with all due respect, the man had 35, 12, and 10 last night. So whatever he did the night before, I hope he do it every day after.
Yep.
If that's what it takes to do what he been doing, by God, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Granted, I want him to play better defense. Now, I think that definitely has something to do with it because he ain't play no defense. That's real. Like, especially last season, he had some moments where it was just like he'll turn the ball and he'd be like, well, that's 2 points for them. Yep. He wasn't making that hustle play to get back. None of that. It was like, take it out. But that's one thing. But what he does for the team offensively, like the fact that we out here calling him fat and the other team cannot stop him literally. Like, I'm like, hey, bro, if that's what it take, I'll mention it to him maybe. I'll be like, hey, Luke, we don't really like how much, we think it might be a little bit of an issue if you keep drinking the way you do or doing the hookah, this and that. I'm not telling you to stop. We have some concerns. So we would like you to slow down. Yeah. And we'll see how you take it. But I ain't going to be the one to be like, hey, bro. Like, the little clip where he take the beer out of his hand after they just won a game?
Yeah, that was OD. Yeah.
That was OD. I'm like, bro, that's a grown man at the end of the day. You know what I mean? He over 21. He ain't taking it from a 19-year-old like, hey, man, you ain't supposed to have that. But that's how
like
it looked.
OKC.
It's like, hey, bro. Yeah. They were treating him like, hey, bro, you ain't supposed to have that. Like, what you mean? I'm grown. So,
like, man, you wouldn't even be here for one for me, bro. Them 35 I just dropped, them 40 I just dropped, you be sitting at home crying. Your job probably be in jeopardy one for me, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's my whole thing about it. Like we can talk about it. Like, hey, Luka, we need you to give us more on defense. Or I even accept, hey, Luka, we starting to get concerned with your weight. Okay, I can accept that. But what we not gonna do is start being like, oh well, we don't trust them. That's what they were saying when they traded him. Like, oh, we don't trust him.
So you don't trust? This is the thing about him, bro. It's like you said, if he wasn't producing, that would be my concern.
That would be the issue.
But this man is literally putting up 40-point triple-doubles, 30-point triple-doubles. I just carried us to the Western Conference Finals.
And the
But you
finals the year
concerned.
before that.
And to the finals. So it's like it ain't like I just dropped down and we got second round bounce, first round bounce. We barely making the play in. It's like, no, brother. We are still creme de la creme. We're not losing because of me being a little overweight. If we're being real, he in the dad bod Hall of Fame, bro. It's him,
Hall of Fame.
Harden,
Jokic.
Jokic, Pierce, and probably Baron Davis as he my next pick, but just off the top of the head, that's probably a better option. Oh, Zebo. I'm putting Zebo instead of Baron Davis.
Zebo in there.
And B Diddy, he gonna be 6 man. He honorable mention. But that's probably the 5 right there. It's just like, bro, I'm cooking you with Luka and Harden. Then we got Pierce on the wing. Zebo at the 4, Yoke at the 5. Come on, bro.
And we calling all of them fat and out of shape.
And
Can't stop y'all.
Can't stop none of them. That's a minimum 30 ball from everybody. Zebo's the weakest scorer of that group, and he still cooking you for 30. Come on, man.
And the thing about it is he a guard. It'd be one thing we call like we call Jokic fat sometimes. Let's say he's big. But he's a big, so he using his weight against the other person. Like he has to be strong. So if we like we say with Shaq was out of shape. But he's so big, sometimes like offensively, when he get the ball in his hand on the block, that weight is somewhat of a help because it's like he's overpowering the other person. Luka being a guard, and we call him out of shape, and he's still able to blow by people, and like his weight help if he like bump somebody, like okay, bump over the top, whatever. But it like he can still do whatever he want to do on the court, and we calling him out of shape. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's kind of crazy to see that, man. But I do wonder what Bron said to him, what impact he's had to him, because as far as that going, so
I'm sure they definitely had some combos about it.
Oh, for sure. So I'm just interested in like what that actually was like, and like, hey, brother, you want to be good, or you want to be great? Well, I'm already great. You know what? You're right, brother. You want to be great or be legendary? I need you to figure out this situation right here, man.
Only Bron can say that too.
It's only like 5 people. It's only like 5 people they had a conversation with, and LeBron's one of them. So he's just lucky to have him as a teammate, and so it's just kind of crazy to see how that's gonna turn out for him. I think it's gonna help him in terms of like recovering before games because you don't have all that weight on you. You know, bouncing back from we just played. Like OKC just played double overtime games. You're going to bounce back a little bit from that because you're in better shape. You don't have all that fat on you, all the weight on you general. You know, all the little stuff like that going to help out, man. So, Skinny Luka going to be interesting to see. Let's keep it in LA, man. The boys, the cousins cross town, man, had a whole bunch of news this offseason, man. The boys had between one being unk status with the whole team. Signing Chris Paul. The unction. Yeah, another name too. Something with unk in it. But you know, sign Chris Paul, and it's gonna be his last hurrah. And you got Kawhi, got all the issue going. They got Brad Beal this season. They took Brook Lopez from your boy. So, man, it's gonna be interesting to see the Clippers this year, man. But how you feel about Kawhi and his NIL deal that the league got to deal with, man?
NIL deal. Man, NIL deal is funny, bro. But to be real with you, I'm not mad at Kawhi. I feel like, honestly, and I ain't trying to be Pablo Torre, the one that broke them rules, but a lot of these players get these kind of deals.
If we being real.
If we being real. But it's not even just in basketball or in sports in general. But let me start with here. There's a lot of, like, who owns the team? Billionaires. Literal billionaires. Or multi-hundred millionaires. Literally. So, when they sign these guys, if they have real championship aspirations, that is, a lot of times they'll say, okay, let's do this. I want you to take a pay cut from the team so we can sign some more guys, get some more guys. They usually already have a guy in mind. They're like, we've been in talks with this person, whatever. So they know, like, there's a plan in place. But we need you to take a pay cut for the team, for the books. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna deal you in basically on this business venture I got over here or whatever that's gonna pay out dividends. You know what I mean? And it'll be worth whatever you pass up. Like I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee it, whatever. Like a lot of places, especially places like Golden State with like Silicon Valley, the Knicks, the Nets, you in New York, you in LA, stuff like that. I'm going like they just bring guys in to be like, hey, you know, I want you. We gonna offer you a max, but we ain't gonna offer you like the super max, whatever. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna give you the absolute most we know you're worth because we gonna give it to you. You gonna get on the back end when we put you in on these little ventures we got over here. Me and my partners, whatever. And a billionaire telling you that, you inclined to believe them.
Yep.
They're like, okay, if you put your money into it, I believe whatever. That happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But they did just get caught. And the thing that makes me upset is how much Kawhi Leonard's uncle is kind of involved in it. Now that's what I don't like. Cause I'm like, bro, what you doing? Like, what are you doing? You ain't did not one tip off, ain't made not one bucket, ain't got not one rebound. Why are you involved in all these dealings?
I think he's pretty much
I
acting
think
as
that's
his agent,
terrible.
if we're being real. Like he's basically
I think
coming
so
in
too.
as the agent, speaking on behalf of Kawhi and handling all the deals for him. I think that's really what it is. But it does give a funny look because we used to seeing you're signed by CAA or you're signed by Rock Nation Sports or whatever. You're signed by this company, and it's like, okay, we're dealing with agents, and we know the agency, we know the agent, whoever it is. Like, what's your boy over at the Lakers GM? Dang, what's his name?
Rob Pelinka.
Rob Pelinka. He used to be an agent, right? So that's how his gateway is into the thing of like, oh, because I used to be an agent, and all the folks here. So when we talking deals, I'm talking to my people, and I talk your language, bro. You somebody uncle. Like who you supposed to be? That's why people didn't like Rich Paul when he first came in the game. Like, bro, who you supposed? You this little ghetto
You
hood
LeBron
kid.
homeboy.
You LeBron ghetto hood homeboy. We supposed to talk to you crazy? Like, no, bro, get out my face. And now you gotta respect the man. That man running half the league now. It's
You
Adam
gotta
Silver
respect
and him. Like that's who run the league, man. So
him.
I think that's the thing with Uncle Dennis. It's like, bro, who you supposed to be, bro? Why is it we pick up the phone, we call Kawhi phone, and we get you every time? Like, is it reconnected to it, just redial? Like, you know who it is? Hey, man, forward it to them. Like, but yeah, like I said, I ain't got an
That
issue with
would
it.
be crazy.
Oh, that'd be
Imagine
hilarious,
you
bro.
calling Kawhi Leonard. If you Steve Ballmer, you thinking you calling Kawhi and Uncle Dennis pick up the phone like, hello? I don't know what Uncle Dennis sound like. Hello? Who it is? It's Dennis. Who it is? Man, where Kawhi at, man? Don't worry about what Kawhi.
You talking
Nah,
to me
bro.
now? I'm right here.
You talking to me. You talking to Uncle Dennis. I'd be sick. I ain't gonna lie. That'll make me not want to deal with Kawhi if I had that happening. But he's so good, you know, you gotta deal with some things, I guess. But yeah, I don't like that, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Family, friends, all that good stuff are important. Keep some real people around you that'll keep you grounded, all that good stuff. I genuinely believe in that. But I also genuinely believe in keeping family and business separate. You know what I mean? Like, like you gotta keep them things separate. Family and business do not need to mix. Neither do friends and business, really. You can have friends, you can have business, you can have business friends. But don't be out here like, yeah, this is my homeboy. I'm gonna deal him in just because he your homeboy. Make sure he actually knows what's going on and he qualified to do whatever you ask him to do. Like Brian with Rich Paul. Rich Paul is qualified to be an agent. He ain't just a dude that just showed up like, yeah, man, I'm representing Brian. We went to the same high school. I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Brother is a qualified agent, all that good stuff. Now, I don't know none of the qualifications or whatever that Uncle Dennis got.
Mm-hmm.
But it would seem to me, since you ain't got no other clients, it would seem to me that you need to be on the outside looking in on most of these things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So That's my whole thing with their whole situation. I don't got no problem with Kawhi trying to get a little under the table, man. Do your thing, handle your business. These billionaires and millionaires doing it anyway. So you get in. And I ain't trying to say don't take care of your family, but this is not how you take care of your family. He needs to just be being taken care of, not out here acting as the agent if he don't really have the qualifications to do so. You know what I mean? Because now it looks like he's just trying to take care of himself. Like he trying to make sure he good. I'm like, no, bro, I'm not. I don't like that. I hate that actually.
Yeah, I don't know the full details of everything going on either, but it's just kind of looking crazy how we hear Kawhi name. Not too long after that, you're gonna see Uncle Dennis. So
Uncle Dennis.
yeah, man. Ain't a lot I want to get into. We ain't got the time. So the last thing I do want to get into for sure is inside the NBA, man. Them boys are back. Guess
On
who's back?
ESPN.
That's the bruh. I was on the phone with somebody right before I went to start, and I was like, "Bro, this junk so ugly." I was like, "What? It's so ugly." Inside the NBA, and I see ESPN beside it. I was like, ugh.
They do have kind of a weird vibe.
It's so ugly, especially how Chuck was talking about it. I was like, man, we ain't finna be over there like them other boys. We working from 5 a.m. to midnight, 1 in the morning. We be like Steve and they run around from show to show to show. Y'all ain't finna catch us doing that. You all on the same network. And then here's bruh. I don't know if whoever did that was being petty or like being a comedic genius for the irony of it, but the pregame joint is sponsored by Popeyes. That is chef's kiss of how funny that is for that show to be sponsored by Popeyes, bro. That is hilarious, bro. Because you got Chuck and Shaq up there. And you know Kenny gonna get his jokes off. EJ gonna slide a couple straight ones in there too. Bro. I think the funny thing was well, not funny, but I think the first thing everybody wanna look at is like how much of handcuffs you gonna see them be put on. Can they be themselves? Or are you gonna hop and say something else? Why are you gonna strip down the show and make it be just so PC? And it's like, bro, this ain't inside the NBA. Click. I ain't finna watch this, bro. Like, you can't
Yeah.
PC them, man. So far, show's been good. It still feels like them. It's a little more reined in, a little bit more. But I like our jokes. Hey, man, we on ESPN now. Chill out, bro. We Disney. Like, da-da-da-da. You know, I like
I
that
do
because it's
appreciate
funny.
that.
But so far, it's good, man. Ain't got no complaints from it. It's just weird seeing ESPN instead of TNT.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a different vibe just seeing it, like, honestly. And I'm glad they kept the core together, and I'm glad they, kind of trying to keep the same flavor, like, not, what's the word am I looking for? The same, I don't know. Like, I feel like they got the same, like, trying to put the same vibe into the show of, like, how it's set up, the studio, everything. I think they trying to keep, like, the essence
They want to
of
keep
what
this.
made
They
it
really
great.
want to keep the show, but just move it to ESPN and clean up just a
Exactly.
little
And
bit. I think that's all they wanted to do.
yeah, and I'm glad they went that route with it because it's like if you're gonna do it right, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get out here and get us excited like, oh, we're gonna still have inside the NBA, and then you don't do it. We don't have it the way we loved it in the first place. So if you're gonna do it right. Don't ruin it for people. You know what I mean? Because that's just gonna make people hate ESPN. I feel like a lot of people are already starting to have a little bit of a bad feeling about ESPN as it is, to say it in a polite way. Like people are starting to like ESPN less and less.
Mm-hmm.
And the great thing about ESPN for them, I should say, is that they are owned by Disney and they might as well say have an unlimited budget to do things like that. So no matter how much people start to like drift away, like not fooling with ESPN like that, they always have money to be like, all right, we can go get this person that everybody loves. For instance, what was the biggest, like, what was the time frame where you could start seeing like people are drifting away from ESPN? When Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless was on First Take on Fox Sports. That's when people started really like dividing because Fox, like Shannon Sharp and them was like, that was prime television, prime sports television. Like people was waiting to hear what they had to say. They was hot. Right. Then that broke up. That was kind of pulling away from Stephen A and them because Stephen A and First Take is obviously like the number one show at ESPN. So when they broke up and Shannon left the show, first thing they do, let's go get Shannon. They got the money to do that. And people like we all know we love Shannon Sharp, how much people was like uh going towards like was attracting towards Shannon Sharp, what he was doing. Like people were gravitating towards what he had going on and his brand. He came over to ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
So now obviously that ain't worked out and he's gone. What they do? Now we got inside the NBA finna lose their deal. Let's go get them. Let's get the whole crew. Bring it all over here. Let's just take it from here, set it here. They got the money to do that. So they're going to always stay relevant, but they do have a big, the vibe is different. Just seeing ESPN, it'd be like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Why is I almost feel like you're on the wrong channel.
Man, it's because, bro, when I tell you, it's so much small stuff I got in the habit of seeing and thinking about. So I see them, and I'm used to seeing Chuck taking a little shot at ESPN, being like, oh, we ain't like the station over there. We ain't like the network over there. Or just the commercials of seeing like they're going to have some little rerun of some movie we done seen 15,000 times. Men in Black 2, Men in Black 3, or they're spinning back to back, or whatever, some Avengers movie, you know, somewhere around and some ad for that. But no, it's like, oh, we're going to throw it to such and such. What they got, ESPN was? Oh, they ESPN now. I'm used to seeing TNT and those people going along. And it's like, no, they're throwing it to ESPN guys. And it's like, bro, what is going on with the sports television, man? This is not what I grew up on. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the TNT I had, but it's going to be fun to see, man. I'm ready to see how they're going to respond with the first little incident they had. Because it's going to come. It's going to have something where either Shaq or Chuck going to say something. It's going to rub somebody the wrong way. And they're going to have to figure out how to dance around that. I'm pretty sure they have some legal fees added to that budget just because of them two. Some and insurance with Shaq. Because insurance with Shaq, because he's going to tear something up. So
Facts.
It's going to be fun to see how that works out. But I will say, NBC, did you watch the NBC game?
I did not. I don't watch like basic television. I'm streaming everything. So,
brother, NBC will get my views. They did such a good job of giving it, because I watched a little bit of that when I was young. I ain't watch a whole lot of it. I ain't grow up in that era, but I caught a little bit when I was a kid. So they got some of the same nostalgic feels and vibe of it. And they got little small things to make a little difference. Like when they had a 3-pointer, they had like a little 3-point logo, you know, little emoji-like thing when it pops up at the score thing. And they had like the little slam dunk thing, same thing, stuff like that. I was like, okay, small little things in that. That small little graphic stuff makes it cool. But the real thing that got me was like, okay, the halftime joint with Jordan, everybody thought he gonna come and be a commentator, talk about the game, stuff like that. No. It's basically gonna be like a little rundown interview. You're just gonna get snippets of the interview. If they do that, I'll be cool with it. Have him, Mike Tirico, a 50-some part series of Jordan being interviewed about the game, what he thinks about stuff and over his career and stuff like that happened. I'll be cool with that. I mean, I'll be cool to see like Jordan being interviewed because he hasn't done no significant interviews in years, bro. Like the last thing he did was like Ahmad Rashad, but that was over 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. So it would be cool to kind of get that now with him being on NBC, kind of coming back to the starting place for him. So that would be cool to see, man, because NBC is a nostalgic feel. So I think it's people like me who grew up with a little bit of it, folks older than me who definitely grew up off of that, and then younger people getting reintroduced to it would be cool to see too, man. So
yeah, man, Mike, it is cool to have Mike talking. Just to see Mike talking is cool. And the first one was already like doing numbers off the little story that he told about shooting a free throw or whatever. I feel that, honestly. I ain't nowhere near Michael Jordan, and I feel that. Because if people been telling stories about you this whole time, and Buddy asked you to shoot a free throw in front of his children, you know what I mean? I can see how that, and you ain't picked up a ball in years. You probably, I probably would have denied it at first. I'm like, man, you know, I already paid for that. I already paid for that. So I get it though. Like that story was doing some numbers. That's just like Paul George told that story about when he was at the Pacers, and Larry Bird was like the GM or whatever of the Pacers at the time. He might still be. I'm not 100% sure, but he was like the GM of the Pacers or something like that. And he said Larry was walking out the gym and a ball like rolled to him. They was in there practicing whatever. A ball rolled toward him and he picked it up and like standing close to the door, he shot it. So like way far away and he cashed it. And he said, and Paul said, if he would have missed that shot, in my mind, I probably would have been like, man, he wasn't all that them people be saying. It's just the time and this and that, like that, the game to change. But because he made it, now I'm like, that solidified everything that people have been saying about this guy from the whole beginning. And that would have been the same thing for them kids. Because if he, like, man, you supposed to be Michael Jordan and you miss a free throw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, you ain't the real Michael Jordan. You just some kind of wannabe.
Yep.
Be gone.
Be gone. Get out of here.
Oh, my goodness. That for real, bro. You don't want to be that guy, man. Like people don't even believe that's you for real, or don't believe like the stories.
Yeah.
And you know what you did, but like people that wasn't there to see it, you got one chance, and they gonna be like, he ain't do all this stuff that did.
Yeah.
That's really what it's like, man. But nah, it's great to see Mike talking in general because you just want to hear what he has to say. Like what do you think about these things? I wish he did do some kind of live stuff, but I don't think he want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to do that. But I hope some of these interviews be about basketball, like today. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, what do you think about the threes and Steph Curry? And like, obviously, I want to hear about LeBron and what you think. But they probably gonna say that for like right before their last game. Like, so LeBron James,
Yep.
the last game on NBC of the regular season. That's how that interview gonna start. So LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. What have you given any more thoughts? Like, it's gonna be something like they ain't gonna do it right now, but it's gonna happen. I guarantee you.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see how they make that work. I thought what I really thought was gonna be at first was calling games, but then I saw something else. Was like,
Yeah.
nah, he doing halftime. So okay, he gonna be like the halftime analyst, like we see with Chuck and them. Okay, cool. That's gonna be
Yeah.
fire to see.
That would have been amazing too.
But now it's just gonna be like some interview stuff. I'm like, okay, all right. I ain't mad about it. It was different. I definitely was not expecting that. But like, okay, I can get with it. So we'll see what it turns out. I think he still might pop out and do some little halftime stuff here and there. That's what I'm thinking. I'm assuming this ain't all we're gonna get. But so far I ain't mad at it, man. But let's be Jordan and actually get into basketball talk, man. So OKC, man. Reigning champs. The boys came back and said, yeah, we won the ring, we're gonna win tonight. After 2 overtimes, you will. Then like, oof. Like, oof, that was a rough one. All right, game 2, let's get going, baby. All right. Double overtime. We look, fresh legs, we still got to shake out the rust. Yeah, you can shake out the rust, all right. Throw 2 more overtimes in there.
Throw 2 of them in.
So, what you think, man, about OKC and the double overtime feature they had in the first 2 games of the year?
Man, that's tough, honestly, to strike it off. Like, some of them probably ain't even in great shape yet. And now we playing double OT. You know what I mean? That's a tough way to start the season, but they got the dub both times, so that's probably a good feeling. Like, all right, y'all, we probably ain't playing our best right now or whatever, but we finding a way to win. It's gonna get better, whatever. You can always spin it to be positive. But man, if you look at it, first game, Shea played 47 minutes. Also, Jalen Williams is not playing currently, so that should be noted. Like, we missing one of our key guys. But SGA played 47 minutes. Lou Dort played 45 minutes. Chet only played 39, which is still a lot, but he played 39. And he fouled out. Isaiah Hartenstein played 37 and fouled out. That's first game. And then second game, Double OT. Shea had 55 points, which should be noted. And he played 45 minutes again. Then Chet played 39 minutes. Lou Dort played 43 minutes. So, like, these guys playing a whole lot, man. Like, that's almost 2 full games worth of minutes for SGA.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. Like, he could have, like, without the double OTs, played almost the whole game twice in a row in 3 days. So, man, hopefully the third game they just win or lose outright, because I know they like, all right, bro. I'd have been in a double OT game before. Never went past 2 OTs, but I'd have been in a double OT game. It ain't fun. It's fun, but it ain't fun. Because it'd be like, oh my God, bro. All right, now.
Yeah.
That second one, you'd be like, come on, bro. That joint is tough, man. But yeah, they found a way to win both times, man. So shout out to them. They still OKC.
Yeah, Shea going crazy, man. That dude, he something special with him, bro. He is cooking up something crazy that I don't know who we've seen be this crazy with such a, I don't want to say awkward game, but
I think
he's
his
zigging
game's
with everybody.
smooth.
Not in terms of that, but like he's zigging when the game's zagging. Like he's not dominating with 3-pointers when the game is about 3-point shooting. And he's not like the physically aggressive guy like a LeBron or a Giannis, but he's so physically aggressive. He's bumping everybody off. And it's like, that's where the awkwardness comes in of like, bro, why are you so physical, but you look like KD? And yet, how are you a
Like you
guard?
slim.
Yeah, you slim built. You don't look like you should be. You look like you should be jumping over people, but you're not. But you bang against everybody, and then you're a guard and not shooting threes. Like it's kind of awkward in that sense. So for him to be dominating in that sense, it's like you ain't D Wade where you just out athletic people and you just quick and you're fast. It's like no, I'm dominating y'all at 6'6", 6'7", and I'm just being more skilled, and I can bully ball my way when I need to. So I don't know if we've seen something like that, man. Like close thing would be a young Luka a little bit.
You know who I think about in terms of his game? It ain't the greatest comparison, but like I definitely think they're comparable. Allen Iverson. I think at the time of AI playing, he was very different from what we was used to. You know what I mean? Like the
Mhm,
crossover, the small guard, shooting as much as he did, getting to his spots. Like there was small guards and there was scoring guards. But I feel like in the early 2000s, the scoring guards were the big guards, the Kobe's, the Jordans, the T Max. Like big guards was running things. Like you had small guards, but they was usually like a Tim Hardaway. Like
mhm.
he could get a bucket, but he ain't a bucket getter. You know what I mean? Or I mean, I might be overstepping when I say that, but like he wasn't like finna give you 30. You know what I mean? He's a
Yeah.
great player, he's solid, but you know, he facilitated stuff as well. AI was coming in like, no, I'm gonna get buckets. And
Mhm.
that's about it.
Yep.
I'm gonna come out here and get buckets, play you some defense. You know, I ain't no slouch, but I am 6'1". So you get what you get.
Yep.
I feel like that's how AI came into the league. Like, yeah, man, I'm 6'1" at the end of the day. So, but I'm gonna get these buckets. Best believe that. So I think that's how SGA kind of is. He got that smooth game, handle the ball, nobody taking it from him for real. He's skinny. SGA kind of tall though. He's still tall, but he's skinny.
Mhm.
So he not physically imposing, but he knows how to use his body, how to get to his spots. He'll bump you and then step back and shoot. He's good at that, all that good stuff. But I would compare his game to like he's this generation's Allen Iverson when it comes to play style wise. Not everything else before y'all jump on me about that. But I mean, Shea do the whole fashion thing, but like he ain't the icon that
Mhm.
AI is, obviously. But in terms of play style, I think his game is most comparable to Allen Iverson, in my opinion.
Okay, I see you can go with that. But yeah, I think another reason why he's so different in today's time is because if you put him in the early 2000s, he's the T Mac. He's probably closer to a Penny because Penny was the 6'7", 6'8" point guard.
But Penny was athletic though. He'll dunk
Yeah,
you. He'll do all that. Shea, and I don't think Shea even think about trying to dunk on people, even though he can dunk, obviously. But Penny was like the size, yes, but Penny also had like the bounce, the
yeah,
athleticism, all that good stuff. AI was bouncy a little bit, but like he was only gonna show it at certain times. And I think Shea more like that too. But
mm-hmm.
I think they looking for that midi. Obviously, and another thing that makes Shea so different is he not looking for the tray ball like that. Like he
Yeah,
can shoot, but he not looking for it. He looking to get to the midi or get all the way inside, maybe post you up, all that good stuff.
mm-hmm.
He trying to do that. But when it comes to that, he can hit a tray ball, but he ain't looking for it all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's another reason I akin him more to AI. But Penny was like Penny will put you in the rim some days. You know what I mean?
yeah. I think just in terms of like his height, because he is 6'6" or 6'7", he's back in the day he would have been a 2 guard or maybe a 3, but because of the area he's playing in, oh, you're a point guard, no questions about it. So if you put him like a Penny, if you want to treat him like a Penny, yeah, he'd be playing 1. If you treat him
Mm.
like a T-Mac in that era, he's playing 2 or 3. He's still gonna be your star player, but I don't know how much 1 he'll be playing at that point because
Uh,
you don't have that many for real tall guards. Like Magic was the outlier in that sense. Ever since then, we were trying to force somebody to be the next Magic Johnson. Or we got a 6'8" plus point guard, and like we ain't had that many for real, for being honest. And so
yeah, a true
that's why
point guard.
Shea is a true PG. And so that's why Shea's kind of just like this weird mix of different stuff. So he has the height of Penny and T Mac, a little bit of the skill of that game, but then like you said, the AI of just being something we haven't seen before, of like changing the game, what we see from guards in that position. And now he's just dominating with the awkwardness of his game because why are you so slim built but bouncing everybody off of you, the basketball strength? And then why are you in today's Steph Curry 3-point shooting era not shooting threes like that and still dominating and you're not a big? So I think he's gonna be doing something crazy this year too. He already off to a crazy start. The boy averaging 45, I think, because he had 50. He had 55 last game. So
Mm.
I know he wishing for a nice little 2 days off because boy tired. Played 80 some
Man,
minutes, man, 90 some minutes. It's crazy.
yeah, bro. I remember I only played one double OT game, like I said, and boy was I exhausted that next day. And I didn't even realize that I played 40 some minutes, 42 minutes that game in college. And the college game is only 40 minutes. So I played more than the whole game when we did that. Cause college overtime is 5 minutes. Then I played like 43, 42, 43, something like that. Cause I played both overtimes. And I usually played about 30. Yeah, so that adds up. Like, so like I played like 43 minutes. So I played more than the whole college game. I was exhausted. I don't know how people play the whole entire game sometimes. You're in a different type of shape to do that, in my opinion. Like guys like a Braun or somebody would do stuff like that in the playoffs. They might come out for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They didn't play 45, 44 minutes. I don't know how people do that. And then do it again 2 days later. That's a different type of shape, bro. Cause man, in
Mm-hmm.
game, now of course you get that little adrenaline boost in the game, but when fatigue set in, like my mind, the first thing to go when my fatigue set in, because like now I'm thinking too much about like catching my breath. Like my mind ain't focused on the game like it normally would be. You know what I mean? I don't know how I got like LeBron playing 45 minutes, ain't coming out. He running the whole show. That's when guys in a different level of shape. Like
Mm-hmm.
to be a professional athlete, you in a different level. So I know for sure he probably sore and hurting, and they probably taking the next 2 days off. They probably ain't do nothing today because that game was yesterday as we recording it. They probably was off today. Tomorrow they probably don't do nothing but shoot, come in, shoot, watch film, maybe whatever, get ready for the next one, and go home. Cause that take a lot out of you, man. You didn't play. You know, how long is overtime in the NBA? Is it also
It's
five
5
minutes?
minutes. Yeah.
So they didn't play the extra 20 minutes of basketball, of game time. So yeah, man, we gonna take tomorrow. The next day, y'all come in, get shots up. We're gonna do a lot of shooting. We're gonna watch film. Y'all do your recovery, whatever. Just be ready to go. Go over the next team, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So they play again tomorrow as we're recording this. So it's game, day off, game, day off, game. Every other day.
Ooh. Well, if they
So
got a game tomorrow, they probably came in today like, all right, bro, we're gonna just get ready for the next team. Y'all chill. Like they probably ain't even do nothing. Like y'all can shoot if you want to. NBA practices already be chill anyway, but they probably was like, y'all come in, do your own thing. We're gonna watch
yeah.
film, maybe get ready for whoever we play next. Keep it pushing. Know y'all
But they're
tired.
young too. They're young too. Like oldest one is Caruso and he's 31, 32. So they ain't
Caruso ain't
really.
playing, I don't think, or he didn't play last night.
Yeah, he had an injury because Sangoon
He
put him
played the
through the
first
rim a
game.
couple times. Yeah, I'm just saying Sangoon
Yeah.
dusted him up that first game, trying to guard
Cause they
him.
kept why we putting Caruso on bigs? That's the thing. They need to stop doing that, bro. I know they want to act like Caruso and Drew Holiday and guys like that. Like we just put them on anybody, but like, come on now. We got all these dudes with all this size and strength. We putting Caruso on Shingo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man. Let's not do that. I get it. I a defender. Come on, man. it's a mismatch. Come
I get
on.
it in pockets. But it gets to a certain point
Yeah.
where I'm not going to assign Caruso to a Sangoon for the game. Like that's your matchup. Like I'll do it for pockets of a court to give him a different look. Because I know, okay, that time we put Caruso here, we're gonna blitz. We got everybody flying around scrambling, and now we're gonna double down right here because there's an opportunity call for it. So we're gonna have you
Mm-hmm.
front him, try to get the ball over there. We're gonna have Ludor on KD. If other Jalen, well, not J Dub, Jalen Williams in the game, you flying over to help, or whoever else in the game, because SGA is a terror on defense too. It's like, oh, we're gonna have you help off, play backside, stuff like that. Or if you are doubling, Crusoe be in the back and we doubling off of that, we just gonna let you just back this man down from 3-point line again and again and again. That's probably how that man got hurt for real. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see how they do this season because they started off the season with back-to-back whammies of just double overtime, man. So it's been fun to watch, but I feel for them brothers, man. I know they're young, but at the same time, man, they probably got old legs being in the NBA like this, man.
That's
But
short turnaround, no matter how old you is. That's short. And let me say this another thing I want to throw out about SGA specifically. My good people on the internet, let's stop the jokes and on running like narrative that SGA don't do nothing but shoot free throws and foul bait and stuff like that. Let's stop that. I absolutely am sick of seeing it because SGA is too good at basketball, too talented, too much of a bucket getter for y'all to minimize his game down to free throw foul baiter.
mm-hmm.
I'm sick of that. I'm sick of it. Like, bro, I remember when he was in the finals. I talked to my brother about this. I remember when he was in the finals. And they had beat the Pacers in game 5, whatever one it was, one of the games they won. But people, as soon as they won the game, it was one of their close games. I go to social media. I see a bunch of people talking about SGA had this many free throws and whatever. Whole time, B. Now I saw a bunch of people saying this. I ain't just talking about like one post that went viral. I saw a bunch of people talking about how many free throws he shot in the game. Whole time, B. If you watch the game, it was a close game. OKC had the lead at the end of the game. What they do? Foul. They have to intentionally foul to get themselves a chance. SGA got fouled 3 times. They gave it to him 3 times. He's a great free throw shooter and our best player and our point guard. Like all of these things, we're going to give it to him. They give it to him. They fouled him 3 times. So he took 6 free throws in the last minute of the game, made all 6 of them. They won the game. I see people online talking about SGA took 13 free throws.
Mm.
He took 6 in the last minute of the game. Y'all don't watch the game for real. That
Yeah.
was like my really I mean, of course I knew that, but like that was another one of the moments that I'd be like, man, the people on the internet that I'd be arguing with, I don't argue all the time, but watching and listening and reading comments of y'all don't watch the games for real.
Yeah.
Or don't know basketball, one or the other, probably both. So what my boy KG said, you ain't watching the games, Lord. You gotta watch the games, Lord. That's all it come down to. Cause like the man shoots 6 free throws in the last minute of the game, and we talking about how many free throws he shot. Like SGA shot the most free throws in the game. This and that, this and that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just the flow of the game. Am I saying he never baits for fouls? No, I'm not saying that. But I mean, a lot of people do that. Literally, most people who get the ball in their hands a lot do that. Like, of course, I'm gonna try to draw fouls. If I feel like you bumping me or like on my hip or whatever, being physical, of course I'm gonna try to draw the foul. Of course, if I pump fake and you jump, I'm gonna jump into you to get the foul. It's
Mm.
easy. It's easier points. Now I don't like it as a defender. Obviously, it's frustrating, but that's part of the game.
Yeah.
It's part of the game. Sorry, that's basketball.
And it gets to a
Y'all
point too
fake.
where like you got to
Go
think
ahead.
he's a physical. That's how he plays it. He's a physical guy, so he's gonna
Literally.
off of that alone. Like yes, he's the star player, PG, all that stuff. Great free throw shooter,
Mm-hmm.
but the fact that he's a physical player, he's gonna create more contact, and because he's not built like a Shaq or a LeBron, he's gonna get bumped. It's gonna look a little bit different when he gets bumped,
Because
and
he's
so
skinny.
because he's skinny, he's not built like a monster truck or a diesel truck. Like he's smaller built. So when he gets bumped, it's gonna look a
Mm-hmm.
little bit different. Now, there's a skill of drawing fouls and making it look seen. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Everybody wants, like you said, everybody wants to try to get these fouls, but there's a reason why certain people get them a little bit more regularly. There's a reason why. It's an art to it that everybody hasn't got that well yet. Well, why he get the call and I ain't?
Mm-hmm.
That goes to my next case. He's earned it. At this point, he's an MVP. He gets buckets. So he's I love you, Caruso, but you ain't thinking you can do literally the exact same situation, exact same thing as an SGA. But one player getting that call and the other player's not. We're on the same team. That's cute. One is the MVP on your team, and the other one is you. Why
the
who
other
getting
one
that
is
call?
you.
So it's little stuff like that too that come into the game of just the game within the game within the game of basketball. Like you said, the last minute of the game, everybody's trying to foul, stop the clock. There's a scheme around that. I'm gonna get to my best player, who is also my point guard, and is also a great free throw shooter. I trust him to have the ball. Even if he doesn't shoot the ball, I trust him to make the right decision and say, hey, I hold it and get fouled. Oh, look at J Dub over there. He's open. Throw him the ball. Oh, let me fake over here and dribble the clock out this way. I trust his IQ to make the right play. So like you said, there's a lot of people talking basketball. People don't know basketball. That's something I've just grown to accept, or like they just have this running narrative that they have and don't even think and see the game past that. It's like, oh, SGA is a foul baiter, but not knowing any level past that of what that really means and what it looks like. So you get to a point where it's like, bro, y'all won. I ain't finna sit here and go back and forth with y'all because what's the point, bro? Y'all ain't finna listen and I ain't finna waste my breath. Y'all got it.
And you've already decided what you think is happening.
Yep.
So it's hard. It's harder to change somebody who had a made up mind than somebody who's questioning something. You know what I mean? It'd be different if they was like, why does SGA get so many free throws? They like, of course he had this many free throws. SGA don't do nothing but shoot free throws. You've already decided what you think is going on. So me coming in and being like, have you ever thought that he may have took a lot of free throws at the end because they intentionally fouled him to stop the clock? I ain't got time to type all that for you, bro, for you to not be listening. Wasting
Yep.
my time. Like, bro, too many people talking the game, ain't never played it, don't know nothing about it. Like, come on, man. Like, and that genuinely makes people not like Shea. The narrative that he's a free throw merchant, it's crazy that that's even a thing. Like, you think this man is making a living off getting to the free throw line. When James Harden was going for 40 a night at one point in time, he was definitely getting to the line a good bit. Like anybody that's got the ball in their hands a lot goes to the free throw line. I know we want everybody to be Steph Curry and just make shots, but everybody ain't Steph Curry. I get it. Some
And
people do it different ways.
if we're being real, Steph should be at the line a lot more. If we're being real
He
about that.
should be.
That
We
man be
said the
getting
same thing about
smacked
Bron.
around.
Yeah,
Bron
like
too.
bumped
It's
off
just
screens.
crazy. And then because LeBron shrugs it off so differently, he doesn't show how he's getting fouled the same. Because he can have
Right.
one play, the famous Paul Pierce trying to hold that man back.
On his shoulders. I
And
love
Bron's
that
like,
picture.
no matter what, bro. And you got like another one when somebody trying to grab his arms like that, he's still going up and he just famous with the flex and all that stuff. And then Steph on the other end of the spectrum where it's like, he's a, once again, smaller built guy, 6'3" at best. So he get bumped and it's like, he doesn't show it as well because he's so strong. Like certain stuff he does get hit when it's like, that's a foul. Why didn't he get that call? Oh, because he ain't flop. He ain't trying to sell the call. Oh, Steph, you too strong. Stop being a good basketball player and playing the game in that way, and you get some foul calls. No, that man's getting a foul is a foul. I don't care what happens after the fact, whether he took the hit well or didn't. If he got fouled and impeded his shot, he should be going to the line. So that's the one thing I dislike about not Steph per se, but like the game around Steph and how they call it, because he should be going to the line at least 10 times a game. But he ain't looking for it. He's just like, bro, I'm trying to hoop. He penalized for it now. Basically, he's penalized for playing the rules how they want the rules to be played. That's sad,
and then you got Luka. Then you got Luka who get a bunch of fouls and stuff, but he complains to the refs a lot, like he getting fouled, and y'all hate that. Like everybody's not just going to make all their shots and not go to the free throw line. That's not going to happen. Like, and I feel like everybody complain about calls here and there, whatever. Luka does it a lot, I will admit. But anybody that got the ball in their hand a good bit is going to the line. And y'all got to stop just looking at the stat sheet, like how many free throws he shot. That's an insane way to look at basketball. You know what I mean? So I just had to get that off my chest because I am sick of seeing that. And y'all just run with it. I don't think y'all even watch the game to know when you say it. Y'all just hate SGA. Now you've decided that you don't like him. You decided that he shoots too many free throws or he just baiting for free throws, and now that's just all you know. So now you just keep that running. I don't like that, y'all. Stop doing that.
Yeah, man. We went finna go from the hate of SGA to the love of Wemby. Cause man, Wembanyama. That boy, hey man, when you talk about players to look for this season, Wemby obviously gonna be on the list. But he went from everybody's top 10 to has to be top 3. Like, okay, yeah, I'm looking out for this player, Wemby, this player, da-da-da-da-da. No, this man is probably top 5 in the game right now.
He jumped.
This man's probably finna be in MVP talks right now. Of course, DPOY talk because he's been in it for the last 2 years. Like, if the Spurs make the playoffs, there's a real strong chance he's top 3 MVP. Real strong. If he play how we think he plays, putting up, like, this man just put up 40. This man put up a 40-point game, 20 rebounds, and 10 blocks. That he's capable of doing that. Wemby special, bro. Like SGA special, he different kind of special over there. Wemby's a different special over here. And this year gonna be crazy watching what he do in San Antonio.
Dog, special is an understatement. He's like, I told my friends, I said, God just up there doing things. Like, he just up there making stuff. Because why does Wemby exist? That should not be possible. A man his size, his height, his length is not supposed to be moving the way he does. Dog, the man got the block on Derek Lively, got the ball back, being guarded by Derek Lively, went In and out, tween, cross, tween, step back, tray ball, foul, and 4-point play. 7'7". What are we doing? Like, and think about this now. He had that 40 ball on the Mavericks against Derek Lively and Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, bro, I done played against some good players. I done played against some tall guys. I ain't never had a tall guy that I just felt like, man, he doing things I ain't never seen. I know Anthony Davis probably got to that bench like, yo, I don't know. Because like Wemby, if you watched it, Wemby standing next to AD made AD look like he was like 6'6".
Yes, bro.
Like he looks small. How is this possible? This should not be possible. He handling the ball like nothing. And he make AD look small. Like we said that stuff about Kevin Durant, but KD don't make everybody look small. If KD was next to AD, it looked like a fair matchup.
Mm-hmm.
For him to be against Anthony Davis and make Anthony Davis look small and still be handling the ball like he does, shooting, and now he a little bit stronger. He bumping people and they moving. It's like what we do. Because the whole thing used to be like get physical with him. He tall, but he's skinny. Get in his hips, his ribs. You know, I already know what the play was. Like just get in it, get under his skin. Don't let him get comfortable. Don't let him get to his spots. I get that. That like I'm sure that was working for a lot of people because it ain't like he was just setting the league on fire. He had moments. Obviously, he's a good player. He had moments, but he wasn't just going crazy. He was a DPOY candidate, but he wasn't just killing the league offensively. He was great though.
Yeah.
Now it's looking like he finna do both effortlessly. I might add. So, but my good brother Wemby, I started to use that at the beginning when you asked me like the most interesting storyline. I started to say that because my good brother Wemby was in the mountains with the monks, shaved head with the monks in Japan or wherever, I guess China.
Yeah.
Then he training with Hakeem Olajuwon, the footwork master, post-work master.
Yep.
Then he training with Kevin Garnett. I said, this man finna turn into the Avatar. he learning all the elements. Hey, bro. We'll be the Avatar, bro. He finna save the league, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
Dog. Because think about that. That's a crazy combination. KG and the monks and AJ ain't got nothing in common with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Hakeem Olajuwon who like meet somewhere in the middle, I feel like. He teaching them the game and footwork and this and that. Now all this man he do a train with like Reggie Miller or somebody and he finna be the best player to ever live.
Yep.
Like, bro.
Hey,
this summer we're gonna see Wemby with Ray Allen in a random park somewhere in Milwaukee.
Yep.
And we gonna be like, no way that's Ray Allen next to Victor Wembanyama.
Looking down.
So you
like
said
this?
do what?
Do
so
what?
My elbow right here, right?
And then hold on, this one something like, oh, where that? Basketball in his hands like this. Shoot like what? And Ray over here like, yeah, man, shoot the ball like this. Oh, okay, I got you. And like, what?
What?
Man, that jump gonna be crazy, bro. Like, you gonna see, and in his lifetime, Kareem, you probably gonna see, he course work with Tim Duncan. That's him and David Robinson probably just, hey, man, pull up to the arena today. You gonna be up there? All right, let's work. He already got both of them in his corner. So, and he got KG on the main line. Dirk, you're going to see some Dirk work in there. Kareem, KD going, like, bruh, that's basically his protege, basically. Like, that's he's carrying that torch of being like the next 7-footer who just revolutionizes how we think about all this stuff, bro. So KD going to be in there. You're going to see some T-Mac work. It's like, bro, let me get a little T-Mac work in there, man. Let me see what I can do. You're going to see, like you said, Reggie. Like, bro, I'm going to play off ball and come off screens, like, playing with the Aaron Fox. You're going to see. Imagine seeing that, bro.
They said Wemby pin down to get him open in the 3-point line. He should come off and set his feet and shoot. Oh my God, I would die, bro. If he just came off a pin down and curled 1-2 catch, three
Boy,
ball. He already shooting over the top. Imagine him shooting off the run, like, all right, got it, bang. What? And you see somebody like a legit 7-footer trying to come off the screen and like contest, and he just,
bruh.
oh my God, bro, just set the league on fire, bro.
If I'm defending him, I'm like, hey, bro, review that. He traveled. He did something illegal, bro. There's no way this man is 7'7", looking like a baby Steph Curry off the screen right now. There's no way you're telling me this. Hey, man. Hey, coach. Draw this game, bro. Man, throwing a white flag, bro. I'm done. I'm tapping out. There's no way. There's no way. You're not defending
like,
that, bro.
just run up. You can't, because you can't even block it. Number one, if he get the ball up here, it's already unblockable. Because usually somebody taller than you, they do something like that. You gonna swipe, try to make sure they don't get the ball up, whatever. If Wemby catch the ball and do this, it's already over. Yep. So you're not blocking it at this point. He's just gonna release, and if it go in, it go in. That's how people feel about KD. When KD heads, he pull up, you ain't blocking that. There's nothing you can do. So imagine Wemby running to the 3-point line, curling 1-2 over the top. Oh, brother. If this go in, it just go in.
Yep.
That's how it's going to be. If it go in, it go in, dog. Sorry. We just got to double him, honestly. Like, we got to make sure he don't touch the ball. And even if you, like, face guard Wemby, you're not taller than him. So, like, they throw it over the top. So now somebody got to beat Wemby at half court and just grab him like this. Like, all right, bro. Can't let you go nowhere. You can't get to none of your spots, nothing. I'm gonna put my shoulder in his stomach, like, nah, bro. Blocking him like an offensive lineman.
Yeah, KD was like, man, his shoulder, hit my cheek and stuff, bro. Like, that's how tall this man is. Like, what you think I'm finna do at 6'8"? And KD at 7'7" is like, bro, this is what I'm getting. Shoulder action right here on my cheek. He make a move, boom. I'm catching the shoulder to my cheek. What you think I'm finna do?
Hey, he's shooting over.
He's shooting over KD. What you think? His teammate 7'1", he's still looking down. Oh, what's up, bro? You good? All right. Make sure when we're doing this play, you do that. All right. Cool. Wemby ain't fair, man. So
it's crazy, bro.
That man went from. You remember how everybody's kind of hyping up AD as being like one of the top players to look out for every season?
Yeah.
Wemby has for sure taken over that spot because he's living up to the hype. Because AD every year is like year 3. We ain't even we are literally the first week into his third season.
Year 3.
And we up here talking how great this man is off of a very small sample size now, bro.
Dog. I see somebody said the Spurs might have to pay Wemby 5 years, $1 billion by the time his max comes.
Man, what? Easy.
He gonna have the craziest contract. Like, I mean, honestly, every year somebody become the highest paid of all time, whatever. Because right now, it's Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, one of them. Both of them 1 and 2, I think, something like that, something crazy. Because I remember it was one and then it was the other. Mm-hmm. But Wemby finna get like 5 years, $500 million. It's finna be so crazy. And they ain't paying nobody down there in San Antonio right now. Wemby finna go 5 year, $500 million. He finna get $100 million a season.
Yep.
It's gonna be crazy, bro. So Christian Braun, all due respect, no offense to Christian Braun, a great player for the Denver Nuggets, just signed for 5 years, $125. So Victor Wembanyama don't get 5 years, $7 billion.
Oh man. Hey, you gonna see? I'm gonna be like, if I'm RC over in San Antonio, I'm like, hey brother, we finna sign you to a Magic Johnson deal. Remember Magic Johnson had 25 years for $1 million?
Yeah.
Hey bro, we finna do a 25-year, I don't know, $100 million a year. We gonna figure something out, bro. We gonna finish Kawhi.
Bro.
Kawhi, who was the company you was with, bro? We finna, we
We
got
finna
a
lock Rick
franchise.
in.
You got a franchise in San Antonio. All right, we finna make it work down here. Hey, bro, on books you getting this amount. Off books you getting this amount. We gonna hire in 6 other companies gonna do the same exact deal with them because we ain't finna let you go nowhere, bro. So Wemby gonna break a record off the court easy, bro. So dang,
It's
bro,
gonna be
Wemby,
insane.
It's gonna be insane watching him, man. But man, for this year, man, who? Of course, Wemby. What are some of the other players you're looking at, just trying to see storyline and how they're gonna develop and how the year can go for them?
Uh, underrated pick, honestly. I'm gonna say Benedict Matherin for the
Mm,
Pacers. With no Tyrese Halliburton, he was kind of being held back by Rick Carlisle last season or these last few seasons because I think he breaks the system a little too much. Rick Carlisle seems like a very big system guy, and the way they play over there in Indiana, y'all seen it now. The ball moves, everybody touches it, everybody gets shots, whatever, and being kind of a bucket getter guy. So I think maybe that didn't mesh well with Rick, but now it's like you gonna have to play Ben. And I feel like he might be like a most improved player kind of guy. Even if the Pacers
mm.
ain't what they were, they're gonna be good. So like not like they might not be fourth in the East good again, but they gonna be somebody you got to play hard every night, and they probably gonna still make the playoffs. And Ben Mather gonna be a big piece of that. So him and Andrew Nemhard really, but Ben Mather for sure. I think he gonna get buckets this season.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I think for me, I'm going not necessarily a sleeper pick, but just one is going to be like you have to check on the pulse of him throughout the year, and it's going to be Devin Booker because this
Gonna be a lot
boy,
easier for him.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And like we don't know what it's going to be though because we're going from the big three of Aiton and CP3 touch the finals, and it's like man, we're so close to winning. Then they got KD. It's like dang, okay, now it's KD and Bill. Okay, now both of them gone, and now I got to deal with Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green. How's that gonna look? All right, so let me go put up another 7 1 point game and get back to that side of the book. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see how he's gonna turn out and what's gonna look for him. Because now he's gonna get a lot more touches. Like really gonna be him and Jalen Green show. Dylan Brooks ain't scoring like that, so
Bradley Beal.
he gone. He with the Clippers now.
Oh man, I don't know why I just forgot that so fast. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Book finna
so he finna go
Book
back
is finna
to
cook.
cooking like that. So now will they win?
And then they're just gonna say they ain't got no expectations neither. So it's like it is what it is.
Yeah, because in the
So
West, it's gonna be tough for them to try to climb in there, man. Like if anybody falling out, probably the Grizzlies because they were the 8th seed. But if we're looking at who gonna get in there, if Zion stay healthy, taking coming the wins back. We just talked about Wemby and what they gonna do. Um, the Mavs, if the Mavs are probably the biggest question mark because they are starting off the season down a lot. So ain't no telling with that. But
all
Kings
right,
right
let's
there.
let's 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 do this. So I got 1 through 10 of the West. Yeah, I'll start at the top and go down. You tell him you we'll play in and out. Let's call it that.
All
Is
right.
this team in or out of the playoffs this season that was in last year?
All right,
Starting with
playoffs or
number one, the
play in?
Thunder.
Playoffs or play in?
We going all the way down to the play-in
Okay,
because there's
so one
only
through
five
10.
teams that didn't have either one. So, but we're gonna do 1 through 10. Is this team in or out? And then the teams you have out, I'll give you the 5 teams that was out. We'll see who you replace them teams with. All
Okay,
right, this is a good idea. We just had on the fly. In or out, number one, Oklahoma City Thunder.
of course they're
Pretty
gonna be
sure we don't
in.
got to talk. Okay, ain't got to talk about that one. The Houston Rockets in or out.
In.
And Lakers in or out.
They're in there.
Probably not gonna be third seed again, but they in. We ain't gonna get
Oh
into
no,
seeding.
no, no.
But Lakers in. Nuggets
Mm-hmm.
in.
They're in. Yep.
That's 4 teams right there. Clippers in.
Hey man, if
Depending on what they got going on.
it depends, bro. We got the unction going on, man. The only player that I feel like we can rely on is gonna be Harden. Cause
Yeah, Harden, ironically, it's been really reliable.
yeah,
So
so
I don't. But as I stand right now, I think I have to say in. They got too much talent.
they got enough depth to where they should make up for it. So I'll say in too.
Timberwolves
They're
in.
in. Yeah,
That's 6. We got 2 spots
mm-hmm.
left. Warriors
They're in.
in. All right, Grizzlies. They was 8th. John Morant was hurt a
Ah,
lot last year. We know how good they can be when John Morant plays for some reason.
but they missing D-Bane now.
That is true. Who they even get in that trade? Was that a trade or free agency?
I don't even remember. Let's go to the
I don't.
team. Who they get? Oh, KCP. They got KCP.
Not equal value.
Nah, they out of there. I'm sorry. I love y'all,
You think
but
they out?
yeah, they out.
We got our first out. Grizzlies are out. Kings. They was 9 seed, so they was playing in out.
Let me look at the roster real quick.
They just signed your boy Russ.
They signed my boy Russ. Got Schroeder, Sabonis still, DeRozan, Levine. Whew.
On paper, this seemed like a solid team, but they never be good.
That's been the story of
Don't
the
got no
Kings
bench.
for years, bro. So,
Shout out my guy
uh,
Dylan Cardwell from Auburn.
the Kings, I think they end up in the exact same spot. They probably end up like
Back at
the ninth
10.
seed. Yeah, 9 or 10. They're gonna be right there.
Oh, they was 9. Back at 9. So
Yeah,
you
they're gonna
think
be
they
back up.
play in?
Yeah.
Kings play in. Okay. And number 10 was the Mavericks. Are the Mavericks in and out with the new AD Cooper Flag
They gotta get
combo?
some love to D'Lo, get that man starting. Cause I don't know why Cooper Flag started after one. Like I probably would have transitioned to it a little bit and let him sample
I wouldn't have
some,
started though.
but I wouldn't let him start off at the one. I'd be like, hey, D'Lo, you are one. And then hey, second quarter, Coop, run a little bit of the one. Just to get some
Just
taste of it
rotate
in
them a
there.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So depending on what J Kid doing
So
with that, and Anthony, I got him out. I think he's doing too much. I hate to see Kyrie be like that, but I don't think they gonna. Depending on when Kyrie comes back, it has a lot to say in that. But I got him out if I had to pick right now.
all right. So the only 2 outs we have that was in the playoff / play in last season are the Grizzlies and the Mavericks. Now, out of the 5 teams that didn't make the playoffs, we're gonna see who you replace them with. We only got 2 spots.
Mm-hmm.
So first up, Suns, are they in or out of those 2 spots?
Nah, they staying right where they at, bro. 36 wins, they staying right there. That sound about right.
Sound about right. Trailblazers, in or out?
Love you, Dame, but y'all out of there, man. You ain't even playing this year, so y'all definitely out.
I was just the coach just got arrested, but that's another thing.
Hey, that's another conversation.
Another conversation. Spurs, just raved about Wemby. Are they in or out of these last 2 spots?
I think they sneaking in there, man. I think Wemby gonna will them to a couple wins, so they gonna sneak in there.
I like it too, man. Spurs in. Our last spot. Do the Pelicans take it?
That's why I think
Only
sneaks
won
in.
21 games.
I think they sneak in
Zion
there,
got to
man.
play.
If he plays and he plays like we know he can, I think they sneak in there.
Okay, I think they definitely play in worthy. They shouldn't just
Yeah.
be out. All
They
right,
got Jordan
last
Poole up
team was
there,
the
DeJounte Murray, Trey Murphy. They stole Looney. You know, that's a big pickup, whether
Looney
people believe it or not. That's a solid vet. So,
draft. Yeah, could be good, man. We gonna see. They drafted Derrick Queen from Maryland. He could be good. I think he gonna be a good little rotational piece. So yeah, we'll see. But it's all gonna depend on health, man. That's all it is.
yeah.
And they talking about Zion losing weight too. He was talking about Luka. Zion also lost some
Yeah.
weight, so we gonna see.
Skinny Zion, skinny Luka, you know.
Need that contract. So the Utah Jazz is the last team we didn't get to, so we don't think they'll take anybody's spot.
They staying right there where they at, bro. I don't think they move at all.
Right.
17
All
wins.
right.
Yep. They staying right there.
Sound good to me. All right, let's move on to the East, in and out for the East. Starting at number 1, in and out, the Cleveland Cavaliers. In.
Staying in the playoffs, man.
Staying in the playoffs. The Boston Celtics, no Jason Tatum, in and out.
We in there, baby.
I'm
You ain't knocking us out.
going to say in. Number 3, the Knicks, in and out. I say in.
Yeah, yep.
Pacers was 4th last year. No Tyrese Halliburton. Do we say in and out?
I say in, but before the season started, I had them like playing-ish. But now I'm like, hey, you're gonna have to drag them boys out of the playoffs now. So
yeah, so you got to fight tooth and nail with them, honestly.
Yeah.
But I also say they sneak in there close. Probably be in the play-in, but I wouldn't say 9 or 10. But we talk about that another day. Milwaukee Bucks, no Dame Lillard.
They out of it on the plane.
Nah, man. Giannis, you ain't taking Giannis out of the playoffs, man.
No, I'm talking a little trash. But yeah, they're in there for sure.
And so that's 5. Pistons, in out.
And Cade Cunningham, we trust. They in there.
Say in. Orlando Magic, in out.
They're in. Especially with the unhealthy season they had last year, they can stay healthy this year. They in there.
Same. So that's 7. We got 3 spots left, play-in and all. So we got 3 spots left. Miami Heat, no no Jimmy Butler for the whole season now. How we feeling?
Hey, man.
It's hard to say Spo ain't gonna make the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's something about the Heat. It's just like, it's hard to count them out.
I feel like the Heat have probably like never not been in the playoffs. Maybe that 1 year of D-Wade last season or something like that before Jimmy Butler came. But I feel like they've never just not been in the playoffs. I don't know. They like the Spurs of the East. Even if they don't win, they be in the mix. You know what I mean? Somehow, some way.
So I'm kind of skip ahead. And right now, to be in the playoffs, like fighting for like the 8 seed type of thing, I have them and the Raptors, especially if the Raptors can stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on what B.I. or Brandon Ingram looks like coming back. So it's really between them two I got sneaking in for that 8 seed. Man, that's really who I got to fight between those two of being in that 8 seed. So, of course, I got both of them making a play-in at worst. But, man, it's going to be tough. That's really a guy between because the Raptors have a solid group. They just need to stay healthy.
So you saying Heat are in then is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about who's going to be playoffs, play like the top 8 seeds. But as far as making playoffs and play-in, yes. But like I said, we ain't doing rankings.
If you make the play-in, you got a chance to make the playoffs. That's how it goes. So you got to account for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so they're going to be in there.
All right, Heat are in. That's 8. We got 2 spots left. The Atlanta Hawks, newly added Kristaps Porzingis.
They stole my boy KP from us, man. Somebody got to get knocked out of there.
Somebody do got to get knocked out. Now, at the bottom, it do get wicked, but I'm interested to see what you say about one of these teams.
I think they out of there. I think the Hawks are out.
Hawks out?
I think it's too much mystery around Trae Young, man, because I think I think it's the make or break here for him. So it's like, hey, y'all either need to get me some new pieces that can really push it to the next level or get me up out of here. And I think he's close to getting up out of here. Then the Hawks are getting the good pieces around him. So I think it's the final push to where he gets out of there. And because of that, I got him. Or that's going to happen because they're going to be out the playoffs. So that's why I think it's going to play out.
I'm going to plant my flag. I think the Hawks are in as long as Trae Young is on the team come April. If Trae Young is on the team at the end of the season, they're in the playoffs. Now, I feel like if things are going downhill and they're not winning, they probably will move off Trae and just restart. You already got young Zachary that they drafted number 1. What's the other boy? Jalen. No, Zachary Ricochet, however you say his last name. They got some young pieces. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Porzingis is not a young piece, but he's another guy you might be able to trade later on if you need to. But if things are going down here, I think they trade Trae Young, let him go somewhere where he's gonna get the max, and they get some draft capital and some good young players back. But if Trae Young on this team after February, give me the Hawks in the playoffs.
Mm. So you got the
Moving
Hawks
forward,
and I got
I
the
got them
Bulls.
in.
So you got the Bulls in too?
Absolutely not.
Mm.
Absolutely not. Bulls, that was the next one. Bulls in and out. I'm saying though.
Okay, so who you got taking his spot? Raptors?
Raptors.
Okay, so
And
I got the Hawks out and you got the Bulls out.
for sure. Out of the teams that made it last year.
Yeah.
So then I'm
It's
assuming the Nets we both have out.
for sure.
Now the real mystery one is the 76ers. Because I don't know if you saw, but Maxey and VJ Edgecombe went for 70 points last game for first game of the season. And VJ Edgecombe was a rookie. Now I'd be crazy to assume that that's going to continue. It's only his first game, but he went crazy for his first game. Most points in
Mm-hmm.
a debut since like Wilt Chamberlain, something crazy. Maxey
Mm-hmm.
went crazy. Joel Embiid did play, had 4 points. So the guards took over. But Joel Embiid was out there, and they won the game. Jerry McCain is out for I don't know how long. So they got a squad.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about health for them.
Mm-hmm.
So as I stand, I'm going to have to say they're out just because I'm done believing in the Sixers. Like, I have believed in the Sixers for many years. Since Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, JJ Redick, I believed in the Sixers. And they let me down every year. Now, I ain't no Sixers fan, but I've just believed in them.
Yeah.
And every year, it's been the same thing. So I'm gonna keep them out, man. I'm gonna say they out. I don't know how you felt about it, but you also apparently keeping them out since you took the Raptors.
Oh yeah, man. We were trying to trust the process for like 10 years now, man. That's a long process to be trusting. So
No, the other process is over with. The
yeah, to get
process
them
was
up out
supposed
of
to be
there.
done when they had Ben, JJ, Jimmy, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. Now I'm sure they probably couldn't pay all 5 of them. They decided to let Jimmy walk instead of Tobias Harris. I believe that was a mistake, obviously, but that was the team. That
Mm-hmm.
team was crazy when you really look at it. I was going crazy with them on 2K. Mostly because Ben Simmons was a little broken on 2K, honestly. But, that's neither here nor there. That team was good.
Mm-hmm.
And Joel Embiid finished the season semi-healthy. And they
Mm-hmm.
just so happened to lose. Then that was the year that Kawhi hit the quadruple bounce in the playoffs to beat him. And Joel Embiid was crying. I feel him for crying because he probably was like, man, this was it, bro. All that hard stuff we had to go through, all these injuries, that was it. And he lose off a quadruple bounce around the rim. In Europe, somebody could have went over, smacked that off the goal, and they would have won the game.
Yep.
You know, and if this was the Olympics, Joel Embiid could have just went up to and they would have won. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna keep the Sixers out, and then the Hornets and the Wizards. We don't need to talk about
Hey man, we gotta start saying prayers for them before the season start, man. Them and their fan
it. Get
base.
well soon. So yeah, man, that's it, brother. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about our picks and see who we got in and out, who y'all got in and out when y'all watch this.
Yeah, I think another play I'm looking out for too is Bam, just because I don't know if you remember this, but
His team.
I was pretty big on Bam like a good 2-3 years ago. I was thinking he was gonna take that leap and be one of the not necessarily the face of the league, but one of the perennial all-star type of guys. Like, we think about one of the best bigs in the game, Bam is mentioned. We think about one of the best defenders in the game, Bam is mentioned. One of the best two-way players, Bam get mentioned. We ain't seen none of it. Best defenders, he's still up there with that. But
For sure.
he could have won DPOI, I think it was 2 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. But so
Absolutely.
now, everybody else out the way, because ain't no more Jimmy, ain't no more of that drama. It's really just him, Tyler Hero. He hurt for a minute. So we ain't got to worry about him. It's really just Bam, Bam, and more Bam. Like, what can you give us out of your tank this system this year, man? So, man, your boo just got a ring in MVP, man. Your time to start doing something now, man. Can't be slacking relationship, brother. You know.
He ain't catching up to her. Sorry to tell
I ain't
you.
even saying catch up. I'm talking about bring something to the table, man.
I gotta be
Bring
one
something.
too. Y'all better get married. The only ring you might get anytime soon.
Man, you better
Hate to
either,
tell
like I
you.
said, get married or find a way to get up out of Miami and get you come on to the Lakers. I mean, come on to the Celtics, brother. We'll take you. We need another big, man.
Absolutely not.
We need you. We
Absolutely.
need that help, man. Help us out. We need another big out there.
I love Bam. A kid actually told me I look like Bam Adebayo again today. You know, that's been like an ongoing thing on TikTok and stuff. People been saying I look like Bam Adebayo. A
Yeah.
kid came. Keep in mind now, these kids don't speak great English. I signed a kid autograph, right? Because we had like a little clinic today. We, working a little camp for kids and stuff. That's kind of part of the deal over here. I signed the kid thing. I think it was the jersey. I signed the jersey. He said, "You look like Bam Adebayo." And he said nothing. Even when he walked up to me, he didn't say hi. He didn't say I'm a fan. None of that. He's just like, I was like, hey man, there you go. You look like Bam Adebayo. Yeah, I get that a lot, buddy. Next. You know my face, man. No, I like Bam though. Bam, it's funny because we look alike and we got kind of similar games, or similar roles, I should say. So
Yeah.
shout out to Bam. I think he's gonna have a great year too. Just because it's like it's your team. You and Tyler Hero, y'all rock out, man. It's y'all team. Whatever happens, happens. Y'all don't have great high expectations. People ain't gonna be watching y'all like that. No drama without Jimmy. Just like go crazy, Bam. I want Bam to score more. I want him to get off. So hopefully he gets a little more free and can do a little bit more.
Yeah.
And my last player that I'm looking forward to watching, or I'm gonna keep a close eye on, I'm going to see. I want to see if Paolo Banchero is going to take that leap. He's going to be another guy that's like, okay, is he ready to take that leap into superstardom? Right now, I wouldn't say he's a superstar. He's a perennial all-star. We know he's going to probably be an all-star every year. But is he going to take that leap into, like, especially in the East? The best player in the East is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton before injury, all that good stuff. Those are the guys that's like, these are the best players in the East. Is Paolo Banchero going to take that leap to be in the same convo as the Giannis, Jason Tatum's, Paolo Banchero? You know what I mean? That's what I'm interested to see. Because right now, I feel like he's kind of like part of it is because he's in Orlando. I feel like he's a little bit of an afterthought of like, Orlando's still going to be good. He one of them. I want to see if he's going to take that leap to where people be like, hey, Orlando might take it there. They got a chance. Paolo Banchero going to take him there. He got D-Bane. That's a great shooter. Somebody who get you 20 a night. He going to space the floor for you. You still got the Wagner brother. That's a bucket. Y'all got that's a core. But you the guy. You know what I mean? Like, he looked like a lot of people compare him to young LeBron. So we kind of waiting for him to take that leap to be like, okay, is he a top 5, top 10 guy in the league? Like Ant-Man. Ant-Man that took that leap. He a top 10 guy. Top 5 for some people. And without Jason Tatum in the league, there's a spot open a little bit, to do that. No Dame Lillard, also another guy. LeBron, KD, Steph obviously are on decline. You got the Luka, Jokic, SGA, Giannis. Those are like the pretty solidified big four. Can he be 5, 6, one of them guys? You know what I mean? Wemby out there now. Wemby taking the
that
leap,
spot, bro.
Wemby's taking the leap as we speak. So I'm interested to see if Paolo going to have a year like that. I don't want him to just be like, oh yeah, Paolo Banchero all-star. I want it to be like Paolo Banchero might be a top 5, top 10 player in the league right now. So I'm interested to see if he does that.
Yeah, this is going to be a make or break. This is time for a make or break here for him and that team to take that next little leap and be like, hey, Paulo's going, like you said, from just the all-star to now one of the not face of the league, but you know what I mean, like one of those next people we think about as being like consistent all-star status. We're thinking about the Magic,
Mm-hmm.
how the Grizzlies were a couple years like the young team you got to watch out for. So now it's like, okay, now we're looking at them as home court advantage in the playoffs type of team. And now we're looking at them as in a year or two championship type of team. You know what I mean? Like now they're just okay,
Mm-hmm.
young team with potential. They should be making the playoffs. If they can stay healthy, it's been the only thing. Now they are healthy. Who's if Paulo is that guy, he ends up being like the franchise staple piece. Who is the number two piece to kind of be like, hey, Batman and Robin? Is it Desmond Bain? Is it going to be one of the Wagner brothers? Is it going to be Wendell Carter? Like, who's going to be the next piece to step up and be like 1 and 2? If not, we got to trade because it's hard for you to win without having at least 2 of the top 10 players in the game. So that's where the
Mm-hmm.
mismatch comes in to being like, okay, if Paulo is one, are we going to develop the two or sign on that two? Or if he's number two, who are we going to get to be that one piece? So that's where the point
Mm-hmm.
now is like, okay, now we're trying to solidify pieces and be like, this is our core, these are our auxiliary players, and these are our trade pieces because we're going to keep this guy and ship him out to there and get that next piece we need in. So that's where the point they are at now, right now, just being like, hey, if we can stay healthy, now we're looking at this piece and this core to keep moving forward. So yeah, man. I got a little rapid fire I want to do with you, man. Trying to see where your head's at with this.
Okay.
All right. So I want you to rate these teams. Okay. Put them in order 1, 2, or 3. These are all teams missing key piece or pieces. You got the Pacers,
Okay.
Celtics, 76ers. 1, 2, and 3.
Rank them.
Yep.
So when we talk about ranking, like who's the better team, or like we talking like playoff rankings? I guess they
I was
kind of
thinking
one
better
and the same.
team, but let's go rankings. Let's go both of them.
Okay. I'm gonna say the Sixers are last. We kind of already established that I just don't believe in the Sixers. If we could turn injuries off and game sliders up, probably would put them first because they literally are healthy, except for Jerry McCain. And B was out there. I don't know how healthy he is, but he played. He's back, obviously healthy. So technically they okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe they'll be okay when it's all said and done. Paul George didn't play. My fault. Forgot about Paul George. Paul George did not play, so they're not healthy. But you got, I got them last. I'm gonna say Pacers second,
Mm.
Celtics first. I think they'll have the best record out of the three because you still got the Celtics are still really good, man. They
Yeah.
still got Jaylen Brown, who's most of us believe is good enough to be number one. And a lot of people have been questioning whether or not he should be number one over Jason Tatum for their team. A lot of people be saying that. I'm not one of those people. But we feel like he could be a one.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's his time to prove it. And I think he'll have a great chance and a great opportunity. And you still got Derek White, obviously super huge key piece. I'm trying to think. No more Al Horford, no more Porzingis. And
You
that
got
does
Pritchard.
definitely hurt a little bit. Still got Payne Pritchard, one of the premier shooters. 6 man of the year, right? He won 6 man of the year.
I think so. It's crazy. I don't know this, but yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Payne Pritchard, premier shooter, great piece, especially coming off the bench. Like they got a solid core. You know what I mean? No more Drew Holiday, but I think they definitely make the playoffs in these just because their talent, but they're also their culture. They have a culture and a good coach, a way of playing that people on their team seem to understand. They got Anthony Simons coming off the bench, who is going to be good for them.
Mm.
Um, they're going to play defense, all the things you need to win. And I think that's the same thing that goes for the Pacers. They still got Pascal Siakam. They play defense. They play hard. TJ McConnell, guys like that. Ben Mather about to hoop. Nembhard about to get an opportunity to hoop. So they got the thing, but that makes them so valuable is now they have without their main guy. It's sad that they don't have their main guy, but these are guys that are looking for that opportunity at the end of the day. Now, am I saying that they're going to be better than Jason Tatum or Tyrese Halliburton? No, I'm not saying that. But they're not afraid. They're going to be like, oh, this is it for me. I'm finna earn that contract. Nembhard, Ben Mathurin, they out there like, we finna hoop. But they also have a system where the ball's still going to move. They play defense. They play hard. They run. They're going to have opportunity to score a lot of points. So you got a chance to win every game. You do things like that, especially if you make a shots. You got a chance to win every game. Don't matter who they play against, how much talent the other team may have over them. If we play D, we run, everybody touch the ball, make it hard for us to guard. You can win. You can beat teams like that. That's how they got to the finals. Because nobody was out here saying, "Oh, they got the best player in the game in any of these final series." When they played, except for the first one, I don't even remember who they played first round because they was a 4 seed. They played the 5th seed. I guess they played the Bucks. Yeah, they had the Bucks had Giannis and Dame. Dame went down. No, Giannis didn't play, did he? I can't remember if Giannis played or not, or he didn't play every game.
I know he was hurt.
Dame went down. Yeah, Dame tore his Achilles. Obviously, he went down. But people wasn't picking them, and they didn't have the best player in the series. And then next series they played against who was that? They played against why am I drawing a blank? The next series they played against they played against Knicks in the conference finals.
Cavs.
Did they play? They played Cleveland. Most people probably said Donovan Mitchell was the best player in that series. So never did they just have the best player in any of the series. But they found a way to win because everybody's touching the ball. Everybody's got a threat to score in their offense. It's not a one-man show or a two-man show. So that makes them hard to play against. And it's going to continue. So that's going to make them hard. They're hard outs. But still, give me Boston first, Indiana second, Philly outside looking in.
All right. I agree with you, man. Rapid fire number 2. All right, rapid fire number 2. Who is the old head that's most likely to get their first ring? So you got Harden and CP, okay? Westbrook, Joel Embiid and Paul George, Jimmy Butler, or there's some other player that you feel like is going to be more likely to get their first ring. These are the old heads.
Honestly, I think it might be Jimmy Butler. I think the Warriors, I think the thing that helps Jimmy Butler right now is he ain't got to be the guy. Steph the guy. Steph team. Now, do I absolutely love the Warriors roster? No. I still think they need a big. They got Al Horford. They played Al Horford like 10 minutes last night. You know what I mean? I think they still need a legit big. I think Draymond's getting old. I don't know. I kind of worry about Draymond more than anybody. But when you got Steph Curry on your team and you, Jimmy Butler, you get to just be yourself, or, you can play off a little bit. Because in Miami, he was doing a little bit of everything. And like other guys was able to get off. Tyler Hero, Bam, Kyle Lowry, when they had those runs. Jimmy was doing a little bit of everything, but they was like a good surrounding cast around him. Now he the surrounding cast. So if he could just turn it up a notch in playoff time, and now they got a full season together. Last year he was just there at the trade deadline, obviously, and they still won a series. Now they got a whole year together. They can stay healthy, stay together. Maybe make a trade to get a big, maybe. And then Steph gonna be Steph, I trust, obviously. If Jimmy can turn it up a notch come playoff time, they got the best chance. I just don't trust the Clippers like that. I don't trust them to be healthy. CP, don't trust him to be healthy. Kawhi, don't trust him to be healthy. James, he might be there, but in the big games, in the big spots, it's hard to trust him. Brad Beal, just Brad Beal. Love Brad, though. But it's hard to trust that team, I feel like. Now, talent-wise, they look good, but I don't know. It's just hard for me to put my faith in them. And then, what was the other old head you said?
Westbrook.
Joel and Westbrook on Sacramento, so we no faith in that. And then, like we already talked about Philly, the only way Philly really, really just get a good chance is if VJ Edgecombe is going to be good, like we saw for Game 1, and maybe like Rookie of the Year candidate type good,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm sure he'll be in the running for. But I mean, like, if he running away with, like, he going to be rookie of the year type year. Then you got Maxey got to be healthy doing what he does. And then Paul George got to play and play well. He ain't even got to be the Paul George of old. Just got to play and play well. Be solid. And then Embiid healthy majority of the year. 60 games. But make sure he healthy at the end when we need him in the playoffs. That's the only way they even have a chance. And even then, I don't see them getting out of the East like that. Because you're still dependent heavily on a rookie. You're going to be dependent on Jerry McCain. You're going to be dependent on Maxey. These are guys that don't have that kind of experience. So I don't like them in this case either. So give me Jimmy Butler, man. They already won a playoff series last year. They got a good chance. You got Steph Curry. They got a shot.
Next on Superstar, you get their first ring. Rapid fire. So we got Luka, Ant-Man, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson and Cat, Cade Cunningham, Trae Young, or is it somebody else taking the field?
I might be jumping the gun, brother. Victor Wembanyama.
I knew it. I knew it.
I just think this is the thing about the Spurs. They got a system and they got a culture about them, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to need more pieces for sure. Somebody got to trade. They got to trade, but they got all the things necessary to trade. They got young players. They got draft picks. What if they go get Trae Young and they trade away some young pieces and some draft picks, get Trae Young, partner him with Wemby, and now you got a prolific ball handler and shooter at your one, and you got a unstoppable freak of nature as your,
Player.
best player. I don't even know what position to call it. Your best player. What do you say? Who says no?
You already got De'Aaron
Atlanta in the
Fox.
East.
Or De'Aaron Fox, my bad.
You got De'Aaron Fox. I've never loved De'Aaron Fox. Just being real. I think he's a great player.
Listen,
don't get me wrong. Never loved him.
I'm not finishing here and fight for De'Aaron Fox. I'm just saying the Spurs just got him. That's all I'm saying.
They did. I think they need I think Chris Paul was really good for him. Imagine if Chris Paul was Clippers, not this Clippers. Lob City Chris Paul playing with Wemby. I think they would have had a shot at a real run. Not OG Chris Paul, unfortunately. But man, give me Wemby, man. If he go on a tear like we see it happening, I don't really believe in Minnesota. I believe in Ant. I don't believe in Minnesota. I don't believe in the Lakers roster right now. I don't believe in the Pistons to make a finals run. They're just going to be a good team. Don't believe in them to make a finals run. Paolo, I love Paolo. Don't know if I believe in the finals contention yet. That's why I say I'm excited to see what he can do. Don't believe in a finals run for them, though. Don't see it happening as of right now. Who else did we say?
Cavs and Donovan Mitchell.
Same. I just don't trust these teams. It's hard. Like we said, when we talk about young teams that haven't been there before, it's hard to trust them till you see it. Plus, I think all the best teams are in the West. So, in my opinion, if you got a team that come out the West, they got the best chance of winning the championship, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So, excluding OKC, obviously, excluding the Nuggets, who already have won. As far as young stars go, I'm not saying I trust the Spurs neither, because I said I don't trust all them teams. But the thing about it is, I think the Lakers, when they get LeBron, got a real shot. But I don't like DeAndre Ayton. I think he's going to be a little bit of their downfall. And I think when Bron come back, they're going to depend on Bron heavily. And he's 40. And I don't know how that's going to go. The Spurs young, they fast, they athletic, and they got a freak of nature that can do anything, and it's going to be hard to stop. And it's one of those things that, like, usually in sports, you know what I mean when I say this, but in sports, there's always, like, something that comes out of nowhere that's, like, people have to figure out. Like Steph in the shooting. Steph and Clay, the way they could shoot the ball and the way they was playing the small ball and stuff. There's always something every now and then that comes along in sports, every so often. And people have to figure it out. Because there's like, we haven't seen this before. Jokic right now, people have to figure it out. People have kind of learned, like, we just got to throw bodies at them. The Lakers did it in the bubble. They had bigs on bigs on bigs. Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, Marcus Morris. They was just throwing bodies at them. Anthony Davis. Make it tough on them. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
But people really had to figure out Jokic. Like, what are we going to do with this guy? And they still can't just stop him. I ain't saying that. But they had to figure out, like, how do we contain him, make it manageable? Steph and Clay and their shooting. How do we figure this out? How do we stop it? That's why they won 73 games, because people looking at it like, what do we do? They're shooters. They're shooting everywhere. They're running around so much. I can't even just put my best defender on Steph Curry because he's running all over the place. So people are like, what do we do? And I think they got a chance to be that. What do we do with Wemby? Especially when we got Fox running downhill at us super fast. They got shooters on the wings. What do we do? So I'm going to go with him, man.
All right. Rapid fire. I think I'm on 4. I don't know. Who's gonna get their first All-Star? Derek White, AR, Austin Reeves, Jamal Murray, Chet Holmgren, Amen. Well, one of the Thompson brothers. Miles Turner, or Bronny James.
Come on, bro, with the Bronny James. Shout out to Bronny.
But not for real. So Derek White, AR, Jamal Murray, Chet, Thompson brothers, Miles Turner.
I'm gonna say Chet got the best shot, and then I'm gonna also say you said somebody in the East.
Derek White.
Yes,
and Miles
Derek
Turner.
White. I think Derek White got a real chance because the East is a little short on superstars. If you haven't noticed, because if you take 12 guys out the East to be all stars right now, it's gonna be, I can kind of name them out. It's gonna be Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Cat. Gonna probably be Paolo, Trae Young. Shoot, might be Desmond Bain. I mean, Giannis. I don't let me forget Giannis. I'm sorry. Giannis, obviously. Probably Pascal Siakam.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Ingram. Maybe Scotty Barnes. Maybe. Yeah. Derek White can probably slide in there. I don't see people voting for Miles Turner like that. I said Paolo. Maybe Franz Wagner. Bam Adebayo. So yeah, Derek White got a great shot. And I think Chet just gonna get the we like this guy, he on a good team vote. You know what I mean? It's always them. Like, we like this guy. Vote him in there. I think people starting to really like Chet, especially after the whole finals run and everything. So give me them two.
All right. Rapid fire number, whatever this is. Most likely to get MVP. Well, second to last one. So most likely to get MVP. Luka, Giannis, SGA, Jokic. I'm gonna throw Wemby in there because you love him. Or you got anybody else?
Honestly, I think it's gonna be a tie. For me, it's gonna be a tie between Giannis and Jokic.
So no
And I
SGA
don't want
love. Interesting.
Nah, I don't think so. I think he got a chance. But this is why I say Giannis is going to really have to go crazy every game for his team because the way it's built now. And I think this is probably how it's just going to have to be, because now you got Giannis and then you got Miles Turner, Bobby Portis, what's his name? Gary Trent Jr. I apologize, I'm drawing a blank. But you know,
got Giannis,
this
Miles
is
Turner. You got Kuz, Cole Anthony, Kevin Porter. Both his brothers playing on there.
Yeah, see.
Gary Trent Jr., Portis, Gary Harris.
Yeah,
Torian
you
Prince,
don't got
don't think
no.
he played too much. Marcus Sears, Bama boy. Well, not Bama boy, but Bama boy.
He finna play for Bama. He is a Bama boy.
Yeah.
He from Muscle Shoals.
Oh, yeah, he is Bama. I thought he was from Georgia for some reason, but yeah, Bama boy.
Muscle Shoals. Shout out to Marcus in here. Gave me a lot of great great moments, boy. I appreciate you, Mark. But yeah, that team is not great. That's not a great surrounding cast. They're big. I don't like Kuz. I don't know how I feel about Kevin Porter. And then everybody else just feel like shooters, honestly. So it's really gonna be like the Giannis show, and everybody else, make shots, and we gonna win games. So that's how it's really gonna feel. So he probably finna average 35 this season. If he stay healthy, he probably finna average 35. 35 and like 12, 13 rebounds, all that. So I think he's going to have a great season a great enough season to where people have to think about him being MVP, even if they're fourth or fifth in the East. And then I'm gonna say, yo, I would change my answer because I just watched. Well, I ain't watched, but there was just game one for them, and Aaron Gordon had 50, and he was the highest scorer. But obviously, I don't think that's gonna sustain, and I don't want to change my answer based on that because that's kind of cheating in a way. Because if you'd asked me before the season started, I for sure would have said these two still. So I'm gonna think it's a tie between Giannis and Yoke for me right now. Luka, SGA, I think they're gonna have great seasons. And Wemby's obviously gonna have a great season. I just don't know about them being top 5 in the West with how stacked it is, and that's gonna be tough for them to give him MVP. He's gonna have to have like the greatest season, kind of like Russ when he won MVP. They were 6th in the West, and he averaged a triple doubles first time in history. All that good stuff since Oscar Robertson. I mean, so he gonna have to have an historic season for that to happen. So I'm not gonna bank on that one right now. Give me Giannis and Yoke right now.
All right, last of the rapid fire. Who's most likely to get the ring out of the big three? Curry, Bron, KD. Who's most likely to come up with the championship before they retire and get up out of here?
As much as I would love for it to be Bron, like I said, I don't trust DeAndre Ayton enough. I think he's going to hurt them tremendously as the season goes on. But he ain't really been there long. He's still figuring it out, obviously. And he probably ain't even played with Luka and Bron for real. So they're going to have to figure that out. But as I stand right now, it's probably Steph. Mm-hmm. If Fred VanVleet was still healthy, I would say KD and the Rockets. And they could do it next season, but I don't know if their team gonna look the exact same next season. So it's kind of hard for me to say that right now. But as I stand right now, I'm gonna say the Warriors out of them three have the best chance to win a championship this season. So I got to say Steph. Now, if all three of them don't win this season and come back with the exact same team next year, I'll probably say the Rockets. And the Lakers, ain't no telling what they're gonna look like. Bron might retire. So as I stand right now, I got to go Steph. Steph got the best chance. I would love for Bron to go out on top. I don't know how long Bron plan on playing. He got another year left on his deal, and people talking about him playing with Bryce and stuff. But in all honesty, if he don't say nothing about retiring all season and then they win a championship, I feel like it would be a tremendous mistake for him not to be like, all right, y'all, Mamba out. You get me? Like, it would be a detrimental mistake for his legacy if they won a championship and he didn't just say, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
That's number 5. Even if you don't win finals MVP, they give it to Luka. Who cares? You got your 5th ring. That's still going to be your 5th ring on your resume. It don't matter who won finals MVP. Because we don't never say, I ain't going to say never, but people never say, oh, well, Kobe got 5 rings and he only won finals MVP for 2. People bring it up in arguments against Kobe if they want to big up somebody else. But at the end of the day, people be like, Kobe got 5 rings. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, Kobe was the one doing. Kobe do that himself. He got 5, So you get that 5th ring, Bron, take it to the crib. Take it with you. Tell them mail it to your house. Matter of fact.
Yeah, man. So I'm trying to go over quickly for myself. So rank the teams. I got to go to Celtics, Pacers, Sixers in that order. Out of the big three to get a ring, definitely Curry. I think they're one or two. If Kuminga can play right and they get another big, I got them knocking that out easy. KD and Bron probably in that order. Young Star to get their first ring. Oof. I'll probably say Luka is most likely out of this group. I just trust that they can figure it out because Luka has more time, and I trust them out of everybody else on this list. I think, Trey probably getting traded. Jalen Brunson, I don't trust the Knicks like that. I don't trust the Cavs. No Donovan Mitchell. Ant-Man probably leave to Minnesota before he get a ring with them. And K probably most likely to stay out of that group. So I got to go Luka. Old head to get his first ring, Jimmy, because I just, believe in the Warriors. To get their first All-Star, I agree with you. Derek White and Chet. I think AR can sneak in there. Now, if Jamal Murray plays well, and he looks like Jamal Murray that we know it can be and actually plays in the
He
regular
sure
season,
ain't never won. I forget about that.
if he can do what he's supposed to do and be a great Robin, he should get in there. So, but I got to go Chet because a little bit more fan favorite around Chet Holmgren, how he plays 7-3, the Wemby thing. Him and Wemby got depending on how long J-Dub out, that can add to his game too. So Chet on the West, that's tough because I really think AR can get in there. But Derek White easy on the East.
Too many big
MVP,
stars in the West.
yeah. MVP, I think Luka got a good shot, man. Especially LeBron probably not playing that well this year. I look at Luka, and if he does, yeah, I think Luka gets a good shot for MVP. But Jokic is Jokic, man. So I feel like that's my two. I don't think Giannis gonna go crazy enough to get there because they're gonna have to be top 4, which they probably will be. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. But I think at Luka, Jokic, and Giannis top 3 in that order. But Giannis probably could upset Jokic and sneak it as number 2. But we'll see, man. We got a long season ahead of us to see how this takes play off. And we're doing something a little bit different this year for the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We tried to do it last year, but I failed doing my half of it. I don't be real with y'all. So this season, we're taking a little bit more of a fandom approach. So I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Nelson is I won't say Bucks, but more so a Giannis fan, but Bucks fan by nature of that. I've been a Celtics fan. So of course you're rocking out with our teams with that. But we adding on a couple other teams that we've been keeping an eye out for. So I'm gonna let you go first, man. Who are the few teams you got your eye out that you gonna be talking about with us this season?
All right, man. Well, obviously, I'm gonna go Bucks. That's number one. Like I'm always check on my boy Giannis, my favorite player, my favorite guy to watch. He's just somebody. If I'm gonna pick a team to watch, I'm gonna pick them more often than not. After that, I'm gonna go Rockets, man. I'm very interested in those guys. I love KD, another one of my favorite players, especially to watch. I think he's gonna have a great season. Alfred Sengun just went crazy for game 1. KD also did his thing, even though they did lose in double OT to the champs, but that's showing a lot. They took the chance to double OT. Granted, the Pacers did it 2 days later, but on their ring night, on their home floor, took them to double OT, had a chance to win, and Sengun went crazy. So I'm gonna take the Rockets also, and try to make sure I'm watching more of their games than not. And then and third, give me the Lakers. I hate to be. I feel like if people gonna say I'm bandwagon and just taking all the getting big names, but these are guys I want to watch play, man. Y'all watch who y'all want to watch play. I want to watch Luka and LeBron, man. See what that look like. Luka just had 40. Man, come on, man. I want to see that.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna see more 40 balls than anybody watching basketball. You know what I mean? So give me Bucks, Rockets, Lakers. They're gonna be my main guys that I watch.
Yeah. So of course, Celtics, man. Rocking the team. Actually, I should have worn my hat for this episode. Think about it, but
Got the
yeah,
jersey in the back.
yeah, man.
Oh, you
So, no, I ain't got that one. But nah, I got Celtics is the first team, obviously. I gotta go with the Golden State Warriors, man. I think they intrigue me just because Steph Curry has slowly become a favorite player of mine. Like I always had respect for him. I always loved him in his game. But he just slowly just been like chipping away as being one of my favorites. Like all time, he's probably the top 5 favorite. Like this probably gonna surprise you. he might be taking D-Wade's spot.
I knew you was going to say that when you said it was going to surprise me. And I am
he
surprised.
he might be taking D-Wade's spot as my number 2 all-time favorite player. He not touching Kobe. Kobe, the jersey's in the back, like the jersey in the back. So Kobe is Kobe. But Curry might be number 2 all-time favorite player. That's saying a lot, bro, because, I've been rocking with D-Wade. That's been my guy.
I
So,
think Steph just got more moments, obviously more rings and stuff, but I think he just got the moments that we just gonna remember forever. Like then the Olympics obviously took it to another level. So I ain't mad at you. I am shocked that you said it though.
yeah, it's been a awakening for me, man. Because I was like, man, I be keeping an eye on Steph a lot more. Like the more it grows, the more I get older. I'm like, bro, something about Steph. So if anybody out there can hook me up, I want to see Steph before he get up out of here. If y'all can help me out with that, I wanted to see Cole, but I can't meet Cole. And D Wade, he got too expensive. He got too rich for my blood. So I want to see Curry. If y'all can hook me up and help me get some Curry tickets, I want to see my boy where he get up. I got to see somebody that I respect like on that level. I want to see LeBron too, but just personal my favorite Curry. So that's why I'm watching the Warriors. And I want to get the Rockets, but I let you get them. So I still keep an eye out. But like the team I really want to watch this year, I was tugging between the T-Wolves and the Magic. And mainly T-Wolves because of Ant, Ant's probably like my current, generation player that I really love. One of them. It's him, SJ are there too, Ja. But I'm gonna go with the Magic, man. Cause I think them as a team, I like them better as a team. And then I remember telling you this last year, like if I could craft the team, the Magic fit that. I just like the bigger players, the bigger guards we can switch. The way OKC is, they have 6'6", 6'6", 6'7", 7 foot, 7 foot. The way the Rockets trying to play with A-Man being 6'6" or 6'7", then you got 7 foot basically after that. So the bigger, longer teams that have just so much mismatch problems, I love seeing that, bro. The way OKC used to be when it was Westbrook and them. Like you on Westbrook about 6'4", James Harden about 6'5", KD, and it's like, bro, you got length just all around the court. So Ibaka was on the team, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I'm going with the Magic this year, man. I'm going 2 East Coast, 1 West Coast team. The Warriors gonna be hard to watch, bro. Just because they West Coast, like, gotta stay up and watch them till midnight, our time. So, but
Tell me about it.
then the Magic gonna be tough. Oh no, I ain't gonna say nothing compared to you.
I dang near could set an alarm. I could go to sleep early, set an alarm, and wake up early in the morning and watch the Lakers play.
Oh man,
It dang near make more sense to do that. But I'm gonna watch them more on the weekends when I got time because I know they're gonna play some weekend games for sure. And then they play earlier on Sundays. Like everybody play a little bit early on Sundays, and it's easier to watch. But yeah, man, I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, man, I can't complain too much, man. So, yeah, that's the main things we're gonna be keeping. Of course, we're gonna try to keep overall league touch. So we're not gonna forget about. Of course, we can't forget about Wemby. We ain't gonna forget about the Cavs and Knicks and whoever else, SJ and the Thunder. But those are the main
Clippers.
teams. The Clippers. I can't forget about AARP team.
Can't forget about Unc and them. Unc and
So
them.
yeah. Yeah, man, that's the teams we're going to be keeping out for. Now, don't hold our feet to the fire with anybody outside of him with the Bucks and me with the Celtics. I'm going to be real with y'all. Because when I tell y'all, I am not going to sit up here and be watching 16 games back to back to appease y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. I will sit here and do my Celtics, and I ain't finna scrounge around, try to go from app to app trying to find. No, I'm sorry. So if I don't talk about the Magic this much, that's why. They're going to get some more games this year, but I can't guarantee I'm going to watch all of them. So you probably got the best setup because you got, Giannis, Brian, and KD. So, and Luka, you be straight. You can watch most of yours. But
yeah, they're going to be on.
yeah, so. But yeah, man. That's our season preview, man. So that's what to look out for, man. That's the teams we kind of keep an eye out for, the players we keep an eye out for. And know what y'all think. What's the team, besides your favorite team, obviously, outside of them, what's the team y'all kind of keep an eye out for? Like, man, don't sleep on the Heat, man. I know how they are. man, my next season, baby, y'all gonna come in whatever place that's not first and get knocked out the first or second round again. Probably by us. If one of us gonna knock y'all out, either the Bucks or the Celtics. We're being real. So
it's tough. It's tough at the top.
yeah, man. That's why I ain't up there because y'all ain't that tough yet. So, but being real, y'all probably got the best chance to come out of the East. If I'm being real, you know.
Yeah, Knicks, Cavs. Really, I mean, Magic. I guess y'all got the healthy stars.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all don't do it this year, especially the Knicks, if they don't do it this year, some got changed. But I ain't trying to get off. We've been on long enough, but
Yeah,
they got a chance. Take advantage.
yeah, man. This the year for a team to sneak up and try to claim a little Eastern Conference spot when they shouldn't have got it this early, or one of the sleeper teams to sneak up there and get a position. So, but yeah, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all been rocking with us for this 2.5 hour joint, I feel like we Gills Arena now. Been on here for so long, man. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all. But y'all tune in with us for this season, and we'll see y'all next episode, man. Appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe.